This match was a train wreck in the best conceivable way.
That's what you want out of a triple threat fucking tornado TLC ladder.
TLC ladder match.
TLC match.
Double the
Tables, ladders, chairs, ladders match.
A TLCL match. Yeah, buddy.
Tune in this Sunday to see John Cena defend the WWE Championship in a tables, ladders, chairs, ladders, shoots, and ladders match.
Flagpole. What did you say? Flagpole.
Take your stinking paw off me, you damn 38!
No!
You're a wizard, Harry.
In spite of everything you've done for them, eventually they will hate you.
And I care! What is the deal?
No, do me a favor, Captain. Go fuck yourself.
Language.
Why so serious?
What's your favorite scary movie?
I'm Vengeance.
Avengers!
Assemble.
3, 2, 1. Just like iCarly. We're back.
Whoa. We're back. And we're talking about the biggest event of the summer.
And I'm Brayden. That's Andrew. This is That's So Random. A show where we just talk about what we want to. And, you know, SummerSlam's right around the corner. And the WWE were both of our childhood. So this is what we're going to do.
Yes. We are not talking about SummerSlam 2023 yet, because that happens on August the 5th, 2023. Tune in to the PLE, the Premium Live Event, live on Peacock. Man, I made it sound like you were getting paid for that advertisement, but you really weren't. Damn. Cool if the WWE paid you.
It'd be pretty cool if the WWE paid me.
They could give you like $3 every time we say WWE.
That would be a lot of money.
Yeah. I mean, I think we say it fairly often.
Probably so. But what is our first topic of conversation? We're going to talk about 7 different SummerSlam matches, but only 5 of them are making it into the actual list, because top 5 sounds a lot better than top 7. Yes. It's simply because of that reason.
Yes. So we have not seen every single SummerSlam, but we have a fair amount of knowledge of basically every SummerSlam that has existed. There are those matches, you know, that may have opened the show in 1993 that let me take that back. Certain people remember, but if you didn't watch the show, you just don't remember it. So what we did is we scoured the internet for people's best ranked matches, and we compiled a good, like you said, 7. So we're making a top 5 with 2 honorable mentions, and these are our rankings. We're just basically ranking shit because, you know, who doesn't like rankings? You know?
I'm sure a numbers guy, so you know I love them.
Yeah. Like this guy, he counts sheep. He gets to like 1 million. He doesn't even go to sleep. He just keeps counting.
Speaking of numbers, I also have included the Dave Meltzer score for each of these matches, just to have a third opinion, because why not?
I did hear Seth Rollins say on Logan Paul's podcast one time that Dave Meltzer's scores or whatever are highly subjective and kind of stupid. And I agree, but that's what, like, the wrestling community, they look at him like you could put on widely regarded as one of the best matches of all time, and if Dave Meltzer gives it a 3 out of 5, then everybody changes their mind and they're like, oh, no, actually, it was pretty bad, or pretty average.
Yeah, I just have my own opinions, but, you know, I guess not everyone's like that.
Well, and then again, WWE doesn't hardly have any 5-star matches, which I think is crazy. Did you know Kurt Angle does not have 1 5-star match in his career?
That is absolutely ridiculous. That is stupid.
Yeah. Do you remember Eugene?
Yeah. Eugene,
He has a 5-star match.
No, he does not.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
I just wanted to see what you would say.
Good. Dude, if you were serious about that, I would have, like, really
Okay,
question
we're
this.
discrediting the Dave Meltzer reviews.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So, do we want to go ahead and jump into this? I guess
Since you're the man doing all the work here, I will let you name one of your honorable mentions first.
Okay. Are we doing this in any order? Do I name my least favorite of the honorable mentions first?
Just do your least favorite of the honorable mentions, I guess.
Okay. I don't know if this is a hot take or not. I don't feel like it should be. Hogan versus Shawn is my number 7.
You have got to be kidding me. Maybe these lists are going to be more common than you think, because that's mine too.
Okay. Let's talk about it.
So, yes. So this match, I don't think was regarded at all as like one of the best or anything of the sort. How long have you heard about this match though? Like through your life, like you've heard about it quite a few times because of Shawn's like overselling and just making Hulk Hogan look like Superman, basically.
Yeah,
like
I've heard about it for years.
I've never watched it, so I was like, when we had this idea, I was like, you know what? Let's watch Hogan versus Shawn, and you're like, oh fuck it, I don't care, why not? So that's what we did, and my God. It was like, it wasn't bad, but for that to be the main event, oof, that was a rough one.
Yeah, Cena Jericho really should have went on last.
Yeah, or even Batista and JBL. Like, it did not matter. Either one of those would have been better. By the way, this was also.
I think this match would have also just been better if it was shorter. Like, this match did not need to be 30 freaking minutes.
No. This was also the SummerSlam that Rey Mysterio and Eddie Guerrero had the custody battle for Dominic. So this is where Eddie Guerrero became Dominic's daddy.
This is also the SummerSlam that Randy Orton continued his feud with The Undertaker and his moniker of the Legend Killer, and he defeated The Undertaker that night.
But back to Hogan versus Shawn. So I have the story. Do you know the story of what happened here? Why all of this went down?
Like storyline wise?
No, not storyline, but like the behind the scenes stuff.
Oh,
between Hogan and Shawn.
No, I do not.
Okay. So, the reason Shawn did what he did was because Hogan, I think it was Hogan, went to Vince with the idea of a 3-match series with Shawn Michaels. So, the original idea was for Shawn to win this one, Hogan to win the next one, and then Hogan to win the last one. Shawn was okay with that as long as it was a face versus face match. Shawn did not want to go heel for this. He thought that it could build just as much hype because this was literally these guys were the face of the company at one time.
Okay, so he basically wanted to build this kind of like they built him and Taker at Mania.
Yes, pretty much. Crazy how that worked out, huh?
Yeah, insane. It's almost like that's maybe still my favorite match of all time, honestly.
I mean, you can do a face versus face if it's two legends like this. Like, I'm not like a Hulkamaniac or anything.
I mean, they literally did. Hogan was heel, technically. I know Hogan was technically heel at the time as Hollywood Hulk Hogan when going into the WrestleMania match against The Rock. But they were teasing Hulk Hogan to come back, leave Hollywood Hogan at that time. So it was practically a face versus face match.
Well, it actually turned. I watched Hulk Hogan. Who was Hulk? It was Hulk Hogan and Theo Von. That's who it was.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I would not have thought that Theo Von has had a conversation with Hulk Hogan.
Do you care if I plug Theo Von's podcast real quick?
No, I don't care. I like Theo Von.
Yeah, so Theo Von has a podcast called This Past Weekend. It's called This Past Weekend, and he had Hulk Hogan on. And Theo Von used to be a massive like WWF fan. He used to just be a massive wrestling fan. And Hogan went on there, and he talked about how the crowd turned on The Rock And he said it was, when he went backstage, it was almost impossible for him to keep going as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. But Hogan is the one who wanted. He said, if I'm going to go against The Rock and give The Rock the edge, then I need to do it the right way. I need to do it as Hollywood Hulk Hogan. So that was how that came to be. But so there's more to this.
So Hogan just doesn't believe in face versus face or heel versus heel.
Hulk Hogan doesn't?
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
No.
That's kind of
so
ridiculous.
Yeah. So Shawn wanted to do this face versus face, but Hogan didn't like it, so they turned Shawn heel. And so Shawn goes out there pissed off. He is not happy. Did you catch when Hulk was walking to the ring what the motion was that Shawn did?
No.
If you watch Hulk Hogan's entrance and it pans to Shawn, he's right at the end of the entrance ramp. It pans to Shawn in the ring, and Shawn is imitating Hulk with a shovel, and he's throwing the dirt behind him, indicating that Hulk is about to bury him.
Oh, okay, yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
So
I
guess Shawn was supposed to win this one, but they switched it and said that Hogan was going to win this one, and Shawn will get the next one. Shawn did not like that.
And there was
the
no
reason they did that was because Hulk claims that, or Shawn claims that Hulk pulled the plug on the entire feud. He went straight to Vince, used his power, which I don't know how the hell Hulk Hogan had more power in 2005 than Shawn Michaels did, because this is Hulk Hogan, the guy who. He retires not too long after this. Like, did he wrestle in Impact? Do you remember?
No,
I don't think he wrestled really in Impact at all. I think he got beat up once or twice, but I don't really think he had a match. So when Hulk retired, he retired. Like, he's not Ric Flair. You know, he didn't have 50 fucking retirements. From what I remember, anyways. I could be wrong, but from what I do remember, which I didn't watch anything really other than WWE and then sometimes Impact. But yeah, so Hulk pulled the plug on this whole feud, and that pissed Shawn Michaels off. Shawn claims that Hulk is, he claimed, that they may be cool now, but in 2005, he claimed that he would not do the job for younger talent. And technically, Shawn was the younger talent. Fuck, Shawn ran all the way up until 2010. So he ran for another 5 years with the company, you know? So, I mean, Shawn winning this does nothing to Hulk Hogan's legacy, and it only helps.
No, it's freaking Shawn Michaels, dude. If you're gonna lose to anyone, there's no one better to lose to.
No joke. It doesn't make him look weak. And so Hulk Hogan claims that he lost more than he won in his last 15 years of wrestling. But apparently stats proved otherwise, because he did almost never lost clean to guys like The Rock, Kurt Angle, and Brock Lesnar. So he kind of fibbed a little. I guess he takes a loss, period, whether it's clean or dirty. And he's just like, well, I put the guy over, brother. But yeah.
Yeah, Hogan was, I don't know, I think he was definitely egotistical.
You want to know something that'll break your heart? Shawn Michaels was 10-0 at SummerSlam going into this match.
That actually does break my heart a little bit.
Because they could have built, Shawn wrestled for another 5 years, you know, like I just said. They could have built Shawn up as the man with the SummerSlam streak. Him and The Undertaker could have had an amazing 2009. Think about that.
Instead of Undertaker returning in 2009 to go after CM Punk, he returns to face Shawn Michaels in the SummerSlam.
Yeah, and let's say Shawn wins that, and then Taker wins the WrestleMania match, and you could still do the storyline of Shawn like going crazy, you know, with the slammies and getting in the cage, because Undertaker's just like, nah, bro, we're tied. And he's still in Shawn's career, WrestleMania 26. We could have just got another amazing match out of him. That's all we could have done. Which I don't know.
That's true. I think I've seen it before, but it's been... I've definitely seen parts of it if I've never seen the full match. But the Undertaker Shawn Michaels Hell in a Cell match, first ever Hell in a Cell match, the match Kane debuted. I need to watch that match in its entirety.
That was on WWF In Your House show, wasn't it?
It was on In Your House.
So, was it not?
I thought it was at Bad Blood.
It was a Bad Blood. What am I thinking of? What happened? The In Your House was when him and Mankind did it, I think.
King of the Ring.
They had a Hell in a Cell at the In Your House show, I swear.
I don't know anything about In Your House.
Yeah. Well, Hulk Hogan was also undefeated going into SummerSlam as well. So I don't know if he ever ended up...
of course he was.
Losing or not, but...
He did not, because the next year, I think, was his final SummerSlam match. And guess who he faced? The Legend Killer, Randy Orton. Who he did not put over.
Dude. Oh my gosh. Like I said, I like Hulk Hogan. Listen to him tell wrestling stories and stuff with Theo Von.
Dude, it was
amazing. But like his egotistical side, it shows. And he talks about it a little bit in that Theo Von podcast. He talks about how, sometimes, God didn't like him because, he was kind of the guy who he was the seller,
Dude, didn't like Undertaker offer to give Randy the streak, but Vince didn't want him to, Orton didn't want to do it because he thought it was too soon for him.
So who did Taker face first, Randy or Edge? Okay, then he offered it to Randy. He offered it to Edge. I think he offered it to Batista. He offered it to Punk. And then he offered it to Lesnar. And before he even got finished, it was just like, yes, I'll take it.
Well, no, I've heard Undertaker talk about the Lesnar thing, and that was more Vince's hand.
Well, we'll talk about it.
Because Vince basically said, because Undertaker brought up, he was like, do you really think Brock's the best guy for this? And Vince was like, look, if it's not him, who's it gonna be?
Roman Reigns.
And I was like, I don't know, maybe someone that actually, needs more momentum than Brock. Brock Lesnar has always been Brock Lesnar. He never needed to end the streak.
To be fair, we'll get to that. We'll get to that whenever we have John Cena versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2014 on this list. But,
okay, so should I go ahead and throw in what Mr. Dave Meltzer's number 7 would be? So it would not. He does not agree with us on this.
Really?
It would actually be Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's title. He gave it a 2.75 out of 5.
Really? So that's the lowest scoring match that he had out of these 7.
That's correct.
I don't know how you rate Hogan versus Michaels higher than that match, because I will admit that match had a couple of botches, and apparently that's just common for Sasha Banks matches, which I guess I turned a blind eye to because she was one of my favorite women's wrestlers when, Stephanie McMahon invented women's wrestling. But
exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, there were a few botches that I did notice. They looked like they were kind of all on Sasha. But, she's still young. She's 20-something at the time. So,
but Hogan versus Shawn would be at 6 for me, rated at a 3.5 out of 5.
A what?
3.5
and
out of 5.
He put Sasha and Charlotte at 2 point what?
Yep, 2.75. Yeah, exactly.
What the hell? Okay, well, I guess moving on to our next honorable mention. Would you like to do the honor?
Yeah, it's the match we were just talking about, Charlotte versus
Really?
Sasha.
So,
yes, these next 3, I really did not know what order to put them in, but I just gotta, because this 5 and 4 are really close.
So, I did not put Sasha versus Charlotte. I put Cena versus Lesnar.
Okay.
So, yeah, there we go. You want to talk about Charlotte versus Sasha?
I don't know. I kind of want to wait. Since these are both going to be on one of our lists, I kind of just want to wait until we mention it.
Okay. All right.
So okay, I'll go ahead and do my number 5. You might hate me for this. Hardy versus Punk.
Piece of shit. I can't stand you. Well, I guess we can talk about Charlotte versus Sasha, because at my number 5, I have Charlotte versus Sasha for the Women's Championship.
Okay. I don't feel too bad about having it at number number 6.
And to be fair, there were probably better women's matches, but I was drawing a blank.
Yeah.
We could have put Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch.
Me too, because like all I could think about was like when Becky Lynch returned and beat fucking Bianca Belair in like 18 seconds. I'm like, that's a pretty shit women's match.
That's what I'm saying. You thrown that one in there. But like, I just couldn't think of any because like they're just clouded. I do not think this was a great match. I think Charlotte and Sasha have had better matches. There were 2 spots that I remember. One of them was when Charlotte had Sasha on the top rope and she was going to go for that razor's edge, and then Sasha countered it into like an enziguri and threw. Yeah, that was pretty good. But when she was setting up for that razor's edge, Sasha handed Charlotte her arms. Like she just willingly got into that position. And so that was, it was so noticeable.
I don't remember it. I don't remember that spot.
To be fair, that may happen quite a bit, but at least the camera angles did not help them out there because it was plain as day. There was also another spot I kind of liked the ending where where Sasha had the bank statement locked in or crossface, I don't know what it was, whatever it was, and then Charlotte turned that into a pin. It was a little sloppy, but I liked that, she used her, like...
I always kind of like finishes like that, where it's like an opponent's got their opponent in the submission hold, whatever the submission hold may be, and it gets flipped into a pin on them.
So, do you remember the storyline for this match at all?
I don't. I just remember that they traded this title. So
I was just about to say the storyline was basically let's get Charlotte to a 16-time world champion as quickly as possible.
Okay, so yes, I do.
Yeah, it was. So Sasha won it on Raw like 3 weeks prior to SummerSlam, and the whole story was Charlotte just wanted it back, and she won it back. That was basically the whole story. Sasha, Charlotte was like, "You don't deserve this," and then Sasha was like, "This has been my dream since I was 10 years old." And it's like that was it. That was the storyline. That was all she wrote. So,
all right, number 4, I have Bret the Hitman Hart versus Mr. Perfect.
All right, at number 4, I have Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk in the TLC match for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Really? No, you have it this low?
I really do. I was trying to be objective, and like rewatching it, I'm like, there's still each match.
Dude, I was tempted to put Charlotte versus Sasha above it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I feel like the ending to this TLC match is just so anticlimactic because Punk just like kicks Jeff and gets the title.
Yeah.
And then Jeff's last match is literally 5 days after this.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. I don't really know. So I think the story and build up to this match was amazing.
Oh, the feud was phenomenal. The feud itself is excellent. That was some good ass storytelling. It was like one of the best rivalries with 09. Like, SmackDown was competing with Cena and Orton with this.
But, to be fair, Punk basically carried that in the promo work. Like...
Oh, yeah, because all the straight edge versus, drug lifestyle.
Jeff was never the best on the mic, but he made up for it. Also, I don't know if you remember this or not, Jeff was off TV for 2 weeks because, Punk put his head in the chair and slammed the chair into the ring post or whatever. And so they said Jeff had a neck injury. Yeah. So he was off TV for 2 weeks. So Punk basically carried this feud on his own, without Jeff being present. Oh, that was a cat. But
part of the show as always.
So this match, I feel started off kind of strong because Jeff Hardy is, in my opinion, one of the best ragdoll sellers that has ever, happened.
Dude, if I don't know if you could count how many times Jeff Hardy has just put himself through a table, because how many times does he just, like in this match, he jumps off the ladder to the announce table and Punk moves out of the way. It's just Jeff going through these tables. Like, they always move out
No,
they
don't. I made this point in the TLC
Yeah, not
match.
always, but a lot of
TLC
times they
match,
do.
It works. Oh, no, wait. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
I was about to say, no, it doesn't.
Wait, Punk-
Bubba literally moves out the way.
Move out the way in this one.
I could have swore he did.
I wrote in my notes.
Because Jeff did like a frog splash and Punk moved.
No, I'm talking about the swanton off of the ladder.
Oh, you're talking about...
Yeah, he hits that one.
Oh, I was talking about the announce table spot.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, wait, am I talking... I don't know what I'm talking about then. Maybe I'm thinking of the TLC.
So, Jeff gets on that ladder, and...
Yeah, and they're both out for, forever.
Yeah. He's a spot machine, man. But...
I could have swore there was a spot where Punk moved
There
too.
might have been, but I really don't remember any tables getting used in this match.
Me either, honestly, and it's weird because it was a TLC match, but...
Oh!
You know, Jeff Hardy's specialty...
You want to know one of my favorite things? Yeah, his specialty, the match he's never won in. One of my favorite things Jeff Hardy does do in a TLC match is he sets up a chair, and then he does that run and he jumps out of the chair, and he he turns his body sideways and he slams into the person in the corner.
Yes, I know what you're... Yeah, it's basically poetry in motion. He's using that instead of Matt.
And I love that so much. That is such a...
That was always one of my favorite moves from just the Hardys as a tag team, and just Jeff doing it on his own was just ass sick.
Yeah, I mean, he was a ragdoll machine, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, he can fly.
Punk hit a suicide.
Remember when he just jumped off that 30-foot stand onto Randy Orton?
Remember when he jumped off the back of that truck onto Umaga?
Yes, that was a Falls Count Anywhere match.
Awesome.
One Night Stand, dude.
One Night Stand, 2007? 8.
And I think that card had a better TLC match than this was.
Probably. It was
Edge versus Undertaker, and even though Undertaker lost, that match was fucking awesome.
Oh, okay. I did write down, Jeff has a table, and he went through it because Punk moved. So, yes, there was a table spot.
Yes! I told you! I knew it! I knew I wasn't crazy!
Table spot, Jeff hit that.
Okay, I must be thinking of something else then.
Oh, did you remember when Punk started climbing the ladder, and then Jeff caught him? And then Punk got him and almost hit a GTS on him off of the ladder. But then Jeff turned it into a power bomb, and I was like, I popped for that. I knew it happened, and I was like,
yes.
Oh, fuck yeah, that was badass.
I'm always confused when, I see that, because it's Punk's finisher is the GTS, but it's what the fuck is he thinking of hitting a GTS on a ladder? Yeah. There's no way he's going to stay on the ladder. He's gonna fucking fall too.
I love how he went for 2 swantons in this match, and both of them Punk got his knees up. And I don't know why. Also, Punk went for his running bulldog thing that he does.
Yeah, the knee to the face and bulldog.
He went to bulldog Jeff. Jeff just threw him out of the fucking ring. He just tossed him out. Oh man, that was so amazing. Another thing that I didn't get in this match that I wish I did was, when he gets outside and he gets on the security railing and he starts running down the security railing and then jumps and does the poetry in motion, basically. Yeah, we didn't get that, sadly. I was like, damn, man, I wanted that.
Yeah, how you were saying, Jeff makes up for everything, what he can't do in promos, he makes up for, in the ring and everything. He brings such a unique energy to every match. A Jeff Hardy match is so different from any other match.
Yeah, he gets the shit beat out of him for a little while. There's a little bit of technical wrestling, not a whole lot, depends on the person. And then Jeff hits some fucking crazy spot that should kill him.
I can't, other than a Rob Van Dam, I can't really think of many people to even compare Jeff Hardy to.
There's no one to really compare him to. There are guys that try to imitate with spots and stuff that the shit that Jeff does. When Jeff Hardy came back to the WWE, did you hear the one thing that he wanted to do? He wanted to do a Hell in a Cell, and he wanted to jump off the top of the cell. But he was with Randy.
Did he ever jump off the cell?
Top of the cell. I think he fell through the cell, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. But he was with Randy, and fucking Randy at that point in his time was just like, fuck that, dude. I ain't doing all that bullshit, all that extra stuff, man. Let's just go put on a pretty good match. But Randy did.
He was like, Jeff, I know you. I'm not doing this.
Randy did get a screwdriver and put it through his gauge, though, and started, twisting his ear up. So that was pretty...
If I haven't seen that entire match, I've definitely seen highlights because I've seen that.
That match is on YouTube. You can watch that one on YouTube.
Okay, I probably saw it on YouTube sometime then, a couple years ago.
The ending of the match was terrible. Jeff and Punk were climbing, and they're fighting at the top of the ladder. And then Punk does a kick and a punch, and Jeff just falls. And I'm like, but he did do the cartoony fall, where he's falling, but he's trying to grab the ladder still. And he falls, and then Punk just grabs the title and wins. And then Punk, does his bullshit thing where he stands over Hardy, and he's holding the title up, and the lights flicker. And then... Let me see if I can do this. It went pitch black, and this is my best JR impression. Even though, do you remember the announcers just almost being silent towards the end of this?
No, I thought that was weird too. But I think it's to make you. I don't know why.
The lights come back on.
Were they even talking they were talking like they're about to go off the air, right? And then the lights go off.
But it's the lights come back on. And then it's nobody says anything, and then Taker grabs Punk, and then he's like, oh, that's the Undertaker. It's well, shit, yeah, you're 40 seconds too late, man. But I wrote, my God, it's the Undertaker with the choke slam. The Undertaker hates tables, ladders, and chairs because he threw that shit out of his leg. Do you remember when Undertaker was walking up the fucking ramp and there was a table, a ladder, and a chair in his way? He just threw that shit out of the way. He literally throws it. But by God, it's the Undertaker.
He hates tables, ladders, and chairs. He's in the same boat with Jeff Hardy. He's never fucking won a tables, ladders, and chairs match. He's only been in one, though.
What Undertaker said when him and Hardy had that that WWE Championship match in the ladder match? He said, "I haven't."
You almost had me.
No,
or something like that.
It's an after thing. This is after he comes out, and he's Mark Calloway now, not the Undertaker. But he's I have as much business on a ladder as your 90-year-old grandma or something like that. And he's I hated ladder matches. He's but Jeff was good at them, so we had to try to give Jeff the rub, and he got the rub all right. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that match hurt. That hurt putting that at 4.
Yeah, that
hurt, rewatching it. But man,
I wanted to I kind of wanted to put it higher just for the Undertaker moment. It's not technically part of the match, but I don't know. When I think of this match, I think of that moment.
Yeah. So you had this match at 5. I had it at 4. What did Dave Meltzer have this match at?
Okay, so his number 5 would have been Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect. He gave it a 4 out of 5. And his next two would have been tied. At 4.25 out of 5, he has Hardy versus Punk, TLC, and Cena versus
Lesnar. 4.25 out of 5? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, really.
I mean, I feel like this one deserves 3.75,
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I'm not saying that his ratings are ass.
I'm just confused by what went through his... What did he see in this match that was so good that... I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
So, what was your number 3?
Yeah, from one TLC match to another. TLC 1 is my number 3.
My number 3 was Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship.
Okay, let's talk about the Hitman and Kurt Hennig.
Did you watch the little, promo segment before the match?
I don't think I did. I didn't know there was one. I usually see that when I'm fast forwarding to get to the match, but I don't think I saw it.
Perfect said he went on this amazing heel promo where he's like, he calls himself the excellence of execution, but to be in the ring with me, you have to be perfect, and perfect's just in my name. And I was like, and then he kind of gives a jackass type douchebag smile, and I'm like, oh man, he was just the, no pun intended, the perfect heel. He was just just a good little, like sniveling little, like a little dick. That's all he was.
Yeah, he's like the edge of that era.
Yeah, he was great. Like, man. I will say this: watching Bret Hart move around in the ring and stuff makes me wonder if him and Goldberg would have never had that match where Goldberg basically ended his career. I wonder if we would be seeing matches like, Undertaker versus Bret Hart at WrestleMania for the streak, later on in their careers, because he was just so good,
Yeah. I don't know, dude. It's kind of crazy just to look back at that era and just see how few people, like, really made it through, like, the ruthless aggression time. Like, it was, you had Undertaker, Triple H, Shawn Michaels, they were still there. Most of the other top guys were gone.
I was going to say.
And there were still some, like, mid-carders that had become top guys, like Edge. But, yeah, most of the big guys had completely changed other than a select few.
Yeah, and there were guys they brought back, like, later on. And
like Brock. Well, he wasn't from that time.
I was talking about this, like,
so
kind of golden era type of stuff. Like, they brought back, Hogan and stuff. But, like, a lot of...
But, Hogan never really left, though.
Hogan
what do you
went
mean?
to WCW.
Yeah, but, I mean, the Monday Night Wars were always a thing, so, like, WCW was always strongly associated with WWF, so it's like, he was always around the corner.
Okay, I see. I get what you mean. This match was, it was a little slow paced, but, for, like, a match of its era, I thought it was pretty good. A lot of mat wrestling and stuff.
Yeah, I agree. I tend to like those matches, though, like, where there's a lot of just technical wrestling and stuff. Like Kurt Angle and Brock Lesnar, I tend to love their matches. Like, they just, the way they wrestle carries the match.
So if you remember, do you remember how many, like, side headlock takedowns that Bret Hart just grabbed on Perfect? Like, it seemed like every other time Perfect was moving, he's just like headlock, side headlock takedown, and then snap down on the mat, snap down on the mat, snap down on the mat. And he just kept getting Kurt Hennig like that.
Yeah. And, like, did you find the cuts to, like, the Hart family kind of weird? Like, I got it every now and then, but it felt like they cut to them, like, so often. I'm like, guys, I want to see Bret Hart freaking wrestle. I don't care about his family right now.
It looked like his dad was so unimpressed with the match also. His dad was just kind of standing there, and he was like, that's my boy right there.
He's like, I already know my son can wrestle. What the fuck?
It seemed like Kurt Hennig and Bret Hart had, like, a lot of chemistry in the ring together. I'm gonna do some independent research and see if they have more matches together, and if this might be their best or their worst one together, because it was a good golden. Well, I don't know if you call this the golden era. I'm gonna call it the golden era because that makes sense to me. I don't know.
Did submissions just work differently back then? Like, did you just say you give up instead of tapping out? Because Mr. Perfect never tapped out, did he? I'm pretty sure he just screamed like I quit or something.
I think if you say you can't continue, then you lose no matter what.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was tapping out, like, less common back then or something?
I don't think they had guys like Kurt Hennig or Bret Hart like tap. I think they had those types of guys. They would just say they give up, or, like, Stone Cold passed out at WrestleMania 13. It's to make Stone Cold look strong, but make Bret not look weak. And Bret got frustrated and beat up on Stone Cold, so that turned him heel and turned Stone Cold face because he had so much resilience and all that bullshit. So I guess tapping out wasn't a big thing back then. Maybe it was. Maybe we're stupid. That's a high possibility. We probably are stupid. By the way, I was just looking at the match card. Did you know the match that followed this was the Natural Disasters and the Bushwhackers in a tag team match?
I don't know who the Natural Disasters
it's
are.
Earthquake and Typhoon. Yeah.
Oh. I've heard of Earthquake, and I never have heard of
Neither
Typhoon.
have I, but you know. He also went by Tugboat.
Tugboat. Two terrific names. Have Mr. Perfect and Bret Hart had any more matches together?
I didn't look.
That predate this, I guess.
I guess I should have looked, but I was too busy looking at the match card.
Oh, I thought that's what you were looking
I'm an
for.
Idiot.
Okay, well, I'm glad Bret Hart won this, though. I don't know. Bret Hart's like one of those guys I never saw live, obviously, but I've always just liked Bret Hart. I think he's obviously amazing in the ring.
Apparently they had a match in 1993 at King of the Ring, and apparently it was like almost a 5-star match. So we may need to go watch Bret Hart versus Kurt Hennig at King of the Ring one day at 1993's King of the Ring.
Hey, 1993. 5 years later was Undertaker versus Mankind in a Hell in a Cell.
Yes. Let's see. Oh, okay, so I guess their match at SummerSlam 1991 was the start to their whole, like, this was their first one.
Pretty good match to start things.
I agree. I have it at number 3. You had it at number 4? Okay.
Yes,
so
correct.
we weren't too far off there. All right. Moving on, I guess, to number 3.
That was your number 3, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. What was your number 3? I already forgot.
TLC 1.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we can talk about TLC 1 because that's my number 2.
Wow, okay. My number 2 is... I was really mixed on this. I really wanted to put Cena versus Lesnar at number 1 just because I think that match is so memorable. And it's just... I don't know why. I find it so satisfying to see that happen to John Cena after Brock Lesnar beat the streak. It just makes me feel better.
So you what do you have at number 2?
I'm gonna go Cena versus Lesnar.
All right. Well, let's.
I wanted to put it at number 1, but as a match, I think I guess we both have it at number 1, but we'll talk about it later. I have Cena versus Lesnar.
I had Cena versus Lesnar at 6, so that was an honorable mention for me.
And it's my number 2.
So the only reason I had it as an honorable mention is it went on for way too long.
I agree with that. I think Brock should have won quicker. And I think it would have made him look even stronger if he won that quick against Cena. But he just destroyed him.
After Brock sat up, after Cena got that burst of adrenaline and Brock just sets up, he should have just F5'd him right there, 1, 2, 3. And that would have been it. That should have been it. But no, it went on for like another 5 to 10 minutes. I don't know, yeah. But I like the way they set Lesnar up. So did you recall how they did it? So it was...
What do you mean?
They were like, okay, Undertaker beat the streak. Or no, it was Lesnar saying this. He said, I conquered the Undertaker. I beat the streak. He said, I destroyed the world's largest man, Mark Henry. Now, if only Mark Henry was like built up to like being a credible threat to Brock Lesnar.
If it was like Hall of Pain Mark Henry,
then it would have been like,
if it was that Mark Henry, that would have been
cool. And then he said, I destroyed the world's largest athlete, and I'm like, all right, buddy, don't brag about that one. You already put the Big Show through the ring on a random episode of SmackDown. You don't even need to brag about beating up on the Big Show anymore. And then he said, and I'm gonna, what did he say? He said, I'm gonna beat John Cena. I don't remember what he said, but he said something about beating in John Cena's face or something. And then he just came out and decimated Cena. And like I said, the only reason I had...
I'm pretty sure in the promo package, Brock Lesnar said something like, I'm going to pummel John Cena until he's just a pile of piss and shit or something like that.
Piss and vomit. Yeah, he said piss and vomit.
Piss and vomit, that's what it was, yes.
Blood, piss, and vomit. That's what it was.
And he basically did that.
No kidding.
Dude, it's like, I know you're saying it went too long. I think I don't think it should have been like 15 minutes shorter, but like maybe 5, closer to 10, sure. But I don't know. I think the length just kind of, it made it that much harder to watch just because it's like, okay, Brock, just fucking end this. Cena, stop fucking kicking out, dude. You're not looking good right now. There's no way you're winning this match. Just stay the fuck down.
I think Brock should have beat Cena the same amount of time that he beat Kofi Kingston.
I think that Brock should have beat Cena the same time that Undertaker beat Cena.
Wasn't that like a 10-minute match?
It was like 5 to 10 probably.
Yeah, I agree.
It wasn't that
should
long.
have not been as long as it was. Like it, he could have literally just dominated the whole match and not let Cena get any offense in. That would have been better in my opinion. Because imagine who stops Brock Lesnar at that point? Like, he didn't even,
I mean, on that run, no one really did stop Brock Lesnar. Like, he lost the title. He didn't even get pinned to lose the title. Yeah. Seth pinned Roman.
And then he went away for a while. And then remember when he came back and he feuded with J&J Security?
I remember him feuding with The Undertaker again.
No, he came back and he feuded with Seth Rollins. And he beat up on J&J Security and beat up their Cadillac.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I knew he's feuding with Seth Rollins because Undertaker returned in a match between Brock and Seth.
Yeah, that was good stuff. But Brock Lesnar, like, if you haven't seen him out of WWE just talking, he is such a cool guy. Like, he is just honestly one of the coolest guys. And so to like,
dude, he's like, I remember watching when Pat McAfee had him on. I watched that, and he's like one of the most memorable guests from that show. Like, I cannot remember that many guests that Pat McAfee had on besides Brock Lesnar.
And I watched Brock the other day give a promo about his upcoming match with Cody Rhodes, and do you remember when people would say, like when we were younger, oh, Brock needs Heyman to cut a promo for him or something? Brock does not need Paul Heyman to cut a promo. Because he goes out there and he's just like, this Sunday, and the crowd goes, what? And he stops, he pauses. He's like, this Sunday, what? At SummerSlam, what? August 5th, what? Or this Saturday, sorry. Me and Cody Rhodes have a match, what? And he just he feeds into it so well. He's just such a great guy. Like, I don't know. I really like Brock Lesnar. He seems like he's he said it himself on the Pat McAfee show. He's like a quiet, kind of keeps to himself type of guy. But, he went on the Pat McAfee show and you could tell he had a blast. Because that man was over there breaking fucking mic stands.
When Brock said that, I related to him. I'm like, I feel you, bro. I just want to be away from everyone at times.
Yeah. But I don't know. And just to watch him come out there and then be like the beast incarnate, that was, gosh, I'm glad I got to see that like firsthand when I was a younger child.
Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just a match you're never going to forget.
Oh, so. Wait. You know what? You know what I forgot? So there was more to the thing where he said, I broke Triple H's arm. I broke Shawn Michaels' arm and he's retired. I conquered the streak. I beat the world's largest man. The world's strongest man. I beat the world's largest athlete. And I'm going to beat John Cena this Sunday at SummerSlam. And I'm going to leave him in a pile of his own piss, blood, and vomit. That's basically what it was. But I was like, damn.
Yeah, yeah, not just anyone can say those things, but Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, and he can fucking back it up, too. You know what I would hate? I would hate to get a receipt from fucking Brock Lesnar.
Oh, me too.
Have you seen the one that he delivered to Braun Strowman?
No.
So, I don't remember the match, but Braun Strowman came up and he had a lot of energy. And you seen him knee Brock Lesnar right in the jaw. You see Lesnar look up and he just has, I'm going to fucking kill this man in his eyes. Braun Strowman runs at him and Brock punches him one time in the gut. So Strowman kind of like drops his hands a little bit. He fucking clocks Braun Strowman in the face and that man starts stumbling backwards. You know when sometimes people get hit and their like ankle turns sideways, they got hit so hard? That was Braun Strowman in that moment. Oh my goodness. It was golden. But yeah. No, I don't really have a lot more to say about that match. Brock Lesnar was your WWE World Heavyweight Champion after that match for good fucking reason. Because he absolutely destroyed the champion.
Yeah, I just think, like, it was just the move that made the most sense. Like, where does he go after ending the streak? There's nowhere else to go besides straight to the face that runs the place.
No kidding. There was nobody else that you could have put against him that would have made sense to like take him down. You couldn't have taken him down in that time.
No, exactly. It's like John Cena's a guy, and there's no one else. He did what 21 other men couldn't do.
Yeah. So what did Dave Meltzer rate this match?
4.2.
That's fair. I think it went on too long. But, yeah,
that's about what I would rate it, honestly. I would, just because of the memorability and, story-wise, it made a ton of sense.
I agree.
And, so these next two we're going to talk about they're your top two. TLC 1 is my number 3. And they're also Dave Meltzer's top 2.
Really?
So.
Oh, me and Dave thinking alike here.
Yeah, he rated them both a 4.5 out of 5, so he rated them the same. So TLC 1 though.
There was almost no storyline going into this other than Edge and Christian are dicks.
Other than they had a dope ass ladder match at WrestleMania that was basically a tables, ladders, and chairs match, but they hadn't yet come up with the name.
Pretty much. This match was a train wreck in the best conceivable way.
That's what you want out of a triple threat fucking tornado TLC ladder.
TLC ladder match.
TLC match.
Double the ladder.
Tables, ladders, chairs, ladders match.
A TLCL match. Yeah, buddy.
Tune in this Sunday to see John Cena defend the WWE Championship in a tables, ladders, chairs, ladders, shoots, and ladders match.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like the whole storyline to this was Edge and Christian are dicks, so we're going to stack the odds against them. That was pretty much it. There was just so much to keep up with. I honestly thought Matt Hardy got hurt. Do you remember when they threw Jeff Hardy down on the ladder and it came up and it looked like it hit Matt in the face?
Yes. Okay, I'm going to say this. Of these 7 matches, I only watched one twice, and this was the one I watched twice because after the first time, I was like, I don't even know if I fucking remember what happened.
Dude, it was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
It was. After the first time, I mostly only remembered the Jeff spots, honestly, because he always has the best fucking spots, even though he never wins the matches.
It was like Edge, Christian. I've heard Edge, Christian, Matt, Devon, and Bubba all talk about this. And it was like when you went into these matches, you almost were never going to get Devon to do any sort of spot where he was up high. Edge and Jeff were willing to do those spots. Christian was like, okay, I'll be a fucking backup plan if I have to. And Matt and Bubba were just like, we'll do something. We'll fucking go through some tables, but we really don't want to do that shit either. Because I think they had lingering injuries going into all these matches.
Yes. Have you noticed in almost every ladder match that Jeff Hardy is fucking involved in, there is a moment where he is dangling from the fucking championship because the ladder was knocked over. There's always a fucking
It seems like it, honestly. It really seems like it.
It's always him, too. It's not like Jeff Hardy's in the match and someone else is in that predicament. It's always
somebody
Jeff.
in the production truck has a magnet and they just activate it whenever Jeff's on the ladder. So it just pulls up from under him and it's just yeah, fuck you, Jeff Hardy. And they just pull it up from under Jeff and he's just son of a bitch, somebody please fucking help me. And he's just fucking dangling. Grab the title while you're up there at least, you dumbass.
Yeah, see, here's the other thing with, like, since these teams have been involved in this type of match, like, so many times together, that I don't remember if this spot was from this match, or if it was from, like, the WrestleMania match, but when Jeff is dangling and Edge spears him, is that this match? No, that is not
this match.
That's the WrestleMania match, isn't it? Yes. WrestleMania 2000. Okay, nonetheless, that moment is fucking sick.
There's still a moment where Jeff is dangling in this match, though.
Yes, I knew that, but I didn't remember anything, like, did he just fall, or
I got
how did they get him down?
Before we get there. So, did you notice when Bubba was like, Devon, get the tables! Devon goes outside the ring and then looks under the ring for the fucking tables, and there's like 6 sitting behind him.
Yes.
Like, that poor man, he's just got muscle memory to go under the ring, but there was like fucking 6 sitting right behind him. I laughed so fucking hard at that. Oh my god. You know, I know it's not good.
Dude, that's another reason I rewatched the matches, because I didn't remember. I knew there had to be a spot where fucking they did the, what the fuck is their finisher called? Is it just called, like, 3D? It's called that, yeah. Where they did 3D to someone through the table, but I didn't remember it. It happened pretty early on in the match, but I'm pretty sure they do it to Christian.
Yeah. I know these aren't good. I know they're not good. But man, doesn't it like look good and sound nice? A good chair shot to the head.
Yes,
like it's so bad, and I hate that. I love that. But Edge went ham with a chair, and he just started popping everybody in the head. I wish he would have popped Christian too, just for shits and giggles.
Dude, I feel like that's how, like, I swear that's how Edge and Christian always end up winning these matches. Like, by the end of the match, like, the fucking, like, everyone's gone through the tables. It's like, yo, time for chairs, and it's just a bunch of fucking chair shots, and then Edge just runs up and grabs the title.
No fucking joke.
That's literally how he won the Money in the Bank match, too. The first ever Money in the Bank match. He literally, like, runs up and just nails whoever was on the ladder with a chair, climbs up, and fucking grabs the briefcase. Oh, it was Chris Benoit. Redacted.
Yeah.
I bet it was redacted because his arm was targeted in that match, and Edge fucking gave him a nasty shot to the arm.
Oh, I highlight. Jeff.
I love, dude. Like, the ultimate opportunist persona with the Edge is like the best persona of any fucking heel I've ever seen, though.
He was. Oh my gosh, you would hear that music hit, and you would just
that's gonna tie into the next match. So this isn't off topic.
You would hear that music hit though, and you would just be like, "That son of a bitch!" You have full KR on it.
Yes.
That son of a bitch, Edge. That son of a bitch.
Dude, you remember, everyone knows, like, the No Way Out 2009 when he lost the WWE Championship inside the Elimination Chamber and entered the World Heavyweight title match later that night.
To get their spot. Yeah,
Kofi.
Right. He fucking beat the shit out of Kofi and just took his place.
So he entered the WWE champion, but he came out the World Heavyweight champion. That is, like, amazing. And Edge made the most fucking sense, obviously, because he had built that persona.
There will be a never...
Yeah, I don't know.
There will never be, like, another Ultimate Opportunist like that.
Exactly.
And it's like, I'm glad there's not, because Edge did it perfectly, so there's no reason to try to do it again. You know?
Yeah, it makes what he did way more meaningful, too. Like, it's fun to revisit that shit. Because even though I hated him at that time, watching it live, just watching it back, I'm like, oh, yeah, I see why I hated this guy, but it's just, like, he is so incredible. He's so incredible at the fucking craft.
Yeah. And you know what's crazy? You went years for hating him. You probably hated him for more of your life than you loved him when he retired. And when he retired, I'm sure when he gave that fucking speech, you were just as teary-eyed as I was. I was like, go Edge! Please don't go Edge! Please don't go.
I know I hated you when you feuded the Undertaker, but now...
I know you cashed in your Money in the Bank on... Yeah, No, wait. No, he didn't cash in on Jeff Hardy. He lost the World Heavyweight Championship to Jeff Hardy, which caused CM Punk to cash in.
He cashed it in on the Undertaker, though?
That's what it was. I was like, Edge was involved in some sort of cash in on Jeff Hardy, but he lost the World Heavyweight title to Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, and then CM Punk cashed in on Jeff Hardy.
He withstood one GTS, and I really thought he was about to win. I was like, oh my God! And then he lost, and I was like...
Yes, I remember that. He kicked out of the first one.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy's leapfrog over the ladder is a thing of beauty. Here's your spot, though, okay? Bubba and Jeff went outside the ring, all right? And Jeff went on what JR called a 20-foot ladder. It's a 12-foot ladder. I have one of those at work. I counted the rungs. It's 12 foot. It's not a 20-foot ladder like JR claimed. And Jeff did a swanton off of the ladder. Guess what happened? Bubba moved and Jeff went through the table.
Yes.
Oh, but in the earlier part of this match, Bubba and I almost said Bully Ray. Bubba and Devon set up 4 tables on the outskirts of the ring, and then Bubba went up the ladder to get the fucking title.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Edge and Christian pushed the ladder over, and he falls through all 4 tables that he just put up.
Dude, literally, like, what? It was... Yeah, because, like, once everyone, like, went through a table after a certain point in this, they were just eliminated from the match. Like, they never got up again. Once Jeff put himself through that table, he was like, was he ever involved in the match again?
I don't remember.
Because that was after he was dangling. No,
that was before
right?
He was dangling, so he did get back involved.
Okay. Yeah, okay, that's right. Yeah, he was dangling, and then, like, then the chairs got involved, and Edge and Christian just won the fucking match.
Devon pushed a ladder backwards, and Matt Hardy.
Dude, I swear, the first time I watched it, though, I looked away for, like, literally a minute and a half on my phone or whatever, and I just heard a bunch of... Yes. No, I just heard a bunch of... It was towards the end. I just heard a bunch of fucking chair shots, and then I heard Edge and Christian's fucking music. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So Devon pushed a ladder backwards, and Matt fell through tables on the outside of the ring. And then Lita comes out, and she starts fucking wailing on people. And then Edge fucking speared the shit out of her.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I fucking forgot about Lita being in this, dude. Yes, I remember vividly thinking, too, after Edge speared her, I'm like, man, she really cheated on Matt with him, though?
Yeah. And, well, after Lita gets speared, there's some more bullshit that probably happens. I bet Edge probably gets a fucking chair and just starts beating up on people who are already down, because that's kind of what he did. But Devon and Jeff start going up the ladders, and then the ladders get moved, and they're both dangling from the fucking titles. And Devon just fell, like, immediately, because I don't know if you know this about Devon, but he was like terrified of heights. He was so scared of heights. And when him and Jeff were dangling, he said in it was like did you ever watch that table thing? That like 3 at a table, the WWE interview thing they have on Peacock?
No.
I'll send a screenshot of it to you later. There's quite a few good ones on there, and you'll just pick and choose which ones you want to watch. But it's them just telling old stories. And Jeff said he was kicking Devon, and Devon was like, please stop kicking me, Jeff. Please stop kicking me, because he's terrified of heights. And so, you know how they get Jeff down? How Edge and Christian get Jeff down?
Do they hit him with
No, they
chair
just
or
pick up
something?
ladders and start fucking throwing them at Jeff. They're chunking ladders at the man.
Okay. That's what I kind of thought, too. I was like, I don't feel like they just grab him. I feel like they fucking use a
they
weapon.
beat the shit out of him, but just chunking ladders at him. And then he falls.
Jeff probably wanted that, though. He's probably like, no, don't do anything lame. Throw ladders at me.
Fucking go get a person from the stands and throw them at me, too, while you're at it. Get a baseball bat, light it on fire, and then covered it in the most poisonous, deadly disease you know, and hit me with it a couple times, please.
Dude, imagine if they ever had a spot where, like, Edge was dangling and, like, Matt set up for poetry in motion and Jeff just, like, leaped off of that and hit it on Edge while he's fucking dangling. That would have been sick.
That has not fucking happened is insane. Alright, Edge, Christian, Bubba Ray, Devon, Jeff, Matt, let's fucking go. One more TLC. I know you're all, like, in your 40s and 50s now, but let's fucking go. One more.
I don't think any of them have retired yet,
Devon has. I think he's a backstage guy. He's like a writer or something for WWE.
Didn't you say Bully Ray was like in Impact?
Yeah, he's back. He's
Or
back
Bubba,
in
was
Impact
it?
doing Bully Ray.
What the hell?
Edge is obviously
crazy.
with WWE. Christian is chilling in AEW, I think.
Yeah, he came back a few weeks ago, didn't he? Edge
Probably.
did?
He fucking goes away.
He was on SmackDown. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I saw him on that. I saw him on that one show.
Yeah,
That the Christian whatever Waller,
Grayson
that guy.
Waller. Yeah,
Oh, Grayson Waller. What did
Christian
I say?
Waller.
It's because we were talking about Christian.
No, he's what people are saying. Grayson Waller is what WWE want Austin Theory to be, and you know what? I kind of agree. I kind of like him. I think he's a nice little fucking asshole heel. But yeah, Edge and Christian go up, and then the only other thing I have in my notes for that match was the fact that no one died is so surprising to me.
Why is that surprising?
Everything that fucking happened in that match, the fact that nobody died, it's like, wow, you guys are fucking.
Yeah, there's a lot of matches like that though. Like how I don't know. How did Mick Foley never fucking die?
Mick Foley almost did die that fucking night at Hell in a Cell.
I think Mick Foley just like put himself through so much that like the world was just like, fuck, dude, we got far too much respect. We're not letting you go this easy.
Yeah, they were like, all right, where's this Mick Foley guy? Oh, okay, he's gonna die of this. All right, and then it's like, have you seen what that Mick guy is doing? It's like, no, he's just like lit on fire, running around.
Dude, like I don't know. I know like the Hell in a Cell match is crazy, but I think like. I don't know. I feel like the most haunting thing I've ever seen that had to do with Mick Foley was, like, you remember when he like lost his ear from it getting caught in the top rope? Yeah, that is terrifying.
That was when he was Cactus Jack on like the Independence, or not Independence.
I don't know, dude. I don't know what is in that dude's blood. I don't know what was pumping through it to make him want to go through thumbtacks and shit.
You know, Mick Foley rarely ever curses. He's like, I don't know if it's religious reasons or whatever. Yeah, you watch that thing with The Undertaker. Yeah.
I'm the one that told you to watch it.
Now, my bad.
Of course I watched it. It's The Undertaker.
True. Leading into that, my number one match and yours, Undertaker versus Edge in the Hell in a Cell match.
Yes. The Undertaker is the best ever.
I'm just saying this.
And that
the storyline leading up to this was probably good at the time, but holy shit, is it the most goofy storyline that you could ever fucking have.
Oh, that Undertaker was banished from the company and now he got reinstated?
That's not the storyline. The storyline is Edge got caught cheating on Vicky Guerrero.
Oh, you're just talking about the Vicky thing, but that's not... But Undertaker's role in this is like he lost a retirement match to Edge, and
Vicky plays a part.
You're upset. Yeah, okay. I see what you're saying. The reason for the reinstatement is extremely goofy, but like I think Undertaker's story here is good. Yeah, because he's coming back for vengeance.
To take Edge to hell.
Like it's kind of crazy how similar. Kind of Undertaker and Edge's rivalry and Undertaker and Orton's rivalry was, honestly. Because, like, a similar thing happened with Orton and Undertaker. Like, when it was No Mercy 2005, I think. Yeah. That it was a handicap match, Cowboy Bob Orton and Randy Orton versus The Undertaker in a casket match. And the Ortons won, they burned that casket. Undertaker was gone until Survivor Series. Then he came back, and him and Randy Orton had a Hell in a Cell match at Armageddon. So, yeah.
Yeah, I remember that because it was like Cowboy Bob and Randy wasn't that on the Best of SmackDown? Was the Undertaker coming back? And he like tombstoned Cowboy Bob?
No, that wasn't his return. That was I think that might have been before their WrestleMania match.
Okay.
Or SummerSlam match, maybe. But no, he returned at Survivor Series, so it wouldn't have been on the Best of SmackDown. Because he returned at the end of the show. Randy Orton was sole survivor for Team SmackDown. And it was just him, and like the whole SmackDown roster came out. They were holding him up on their shoulders. Then you just hear gong. And like the Druids come out, the casket comes out. They stand it up. and like the lightning strikes, Undertaker comes out the casket.
And he comes in and he wins for Team Raw.
Well, the match was already over, but yes. But no, this is like, I don't know, at this time, like just, I guess, really just all throughout the Undertaker's prime, once they came up with the concept Hell in a Cell, like it was his fucking match, because like they capped off countless rivalries of his with a Hell in a Cell
If you
match.
think about it, that is the way to end an Undertaker rivalry, though.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Has he to this day won the most? Do you know?
I believe
Or it was
so.
like, is it Triple H has been in the most, but Undertaker has won the most, or some shit like that?
I think Undertaker's been in the most. I don't know if he's won the most.
Well, I'm not fact checking anything.
Because I don't know. Undertaker was always good about putting people over. Like he was never against that. So
he was against putting over one individual, CM Punk.
CM Punk.
Because he didn't think CM Punk was professional. Because
I mean, looking at it now, I can see where he's coming from.
no. I'm not making excuses for Punk, but I think that was like, it was basically because of the way he dressed. And I'm like, man, you fucking went to bat for Jeff Hardy.
How much of that is true though?
That is true.
Like how much?
We've only heard that from
like,
Punk, pretty much.
Yeah, like how? I don't know. I don't see Mark Calloway being that shallow, but
it was because like
I feel like it had to do with Punk's attitude too. Like he had to rub him the wrong way.
Yeah, you can never say
like Undertaker probably just didn't see him as a leader at that time.
No, and
anyway.
I think that was the best thing for Punk though, is to get dropped down the card.
Yeah, because 2010, like the Straight Edge Society thing, I think it was okay. It was a really good mid card thing, and then 2011, like Punk that was the year.
Yeah. I saw this random clip, and the only reason I'm thinking about it is because Punk was in the clip in the background holding the world. Do you remember who he won the World Tag Team Championships with? Was it Luke Gallows?
Kof. Oh wait, did he won it with the Straight Edge Society?
He was bald.
Oh,
yeah,
what?
It was during that time when Beth Phoenix and Santino Marella were together. Because Santino Marella jumped to the stand and he said he wanted a rematch with William Regal for his Intercontinental Championship. And Acorn was in the audience. And it was Akon, but he kept calling him Acorn. That man was fucking golden. He was what they've made R-Truth now. Remember when they tried to R R-Truth like a serious heel?
Yes, that was like 2011 too, I think. Yeah, because he was feuding with Cena at the same time Christian and Orton were feuding.
Yeah, it was like they put him in a WWE Championship match at like Capital Punishment or something.
Oh, here we go. Wrestlers with the most Hell in a Cell matches. Oh my god. Yeah, it's The Undertaker by a long shot if this is accurate. The Undertaker has 14.
Damn, who has the most?
And Triple H is second with 9.
Okay. Who has won the most?
Might have to find a different list for that.
Well, 5.
WWE Hell in a Cell
set you up for
matches,
failure.
most wins.
I'll keep rambling on about this match.
Yeah.
I'll kind of go through my notes of whatnot. By the way, I'm just saying, Edge, quite possibly one of the best entrance musics of all time. I don't think anybody will argue that fact.
Jeff Hardy is what?
No. I said Edge has one of the best entrance musics of all time.
Oh yes, I think. Man, I don't look because Cult of Personality is technically an entrance song, so it might be my favorite just because I love the song Cult of Personality. But I think Metalingus just fits Edge better than that fits Punk, though.
Yeah, the fact that dude,
another one that really fits I Walk Alone by Saliva fits Batista super fucking well.
Oh yeah, man. Oh my gosh. I watched a TikTok on 4th of July of a guy who, there was a fireworks show going on behind him, and he comes out, you know how Batista did the, kind of the bounce? I'm sitting here doing it. The, bouncing, and his pec would, bounce, and then he, slapped his legs and stuff, and he started doing the machine gun, and the fireworks would go off.
Yeah.
There was a guy who did that. at a 4th of July thing on a fireworks show. He did the whole thing, and he went, and it was so perfectly timed up, and it was so good. Oh man! But
okay, so who has the most wins inside Hell in a Cell? It is the Undertaker with 8.
oh wow, he's been in 14 and only won 8. He kind of sucks.
Yeah. Shut up. Second is Triple H with 6, so he's 2 ahead of second place, and second place is retired, so I don't see that record being broken. Ever.
Till like fucking Edge comes out of nowhere. Edge has been
Has Edge even... I was about to say, has he even won a Hell in a Cell match? But yeah, he beat fucking Finn Balor.
Yeah, which I thought was kind of silly.
Yeah, no, Finn should have won, I think.
I think they just didn't let Finn win because they were like worried about, why? Because they didn't know maybe how bad his head laceration or whatever it was.
Also, is like the Demon gonna come back ever?
I don't know. I hope it makes a surprise.
Dude, no, please. I hope it's a surprise and he comes back as the Demon fucking Saturday. Because he won the Universal Championship 7 years ago as the Demon.
You know what would be really cool? Like if he comes back as the Demon. You know how Cody Rhodes when he debuted?
Or wait, no, what if he didn't come back as the Demon? He won the title and that just brought the Demon back, like the Demon had been gone, but like,
you saying he turns on the Judgment Day?
He's found what he's finally maybe, like, that could work. Like, he found what he's finally been looking for.
Yes, and that just brings the Demon back. Well, no, because the Demon fought Edge.
But maybe the Demon didn't have that confidence because he didn't have that gold.
That would imply that the Demon isn't some supernatural beast and it's just a fucking man putting on makeup.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
that's like what they did with The Fiend, though. Like, The Fiend's whole thing with the Universal title was literally like, I just want the Universal title.
Yeah, I think that's what ruined The Fiend, to be honest.
Maybe.
But, wouldn't it be...
It's like... Okay, because characters like that, it's like Undertaker. Like,
Undertaker
he never really...
fuck about the championship. It just happened to come across...
Yeah, exactly. Like, he got thrown into some random title matches sometimes, and like... He lost all of them until they were WrestleMania matches because, he was the Undertaker, so it's WrestleMania. He's gonna fucking win.
The only time he cared was when Shawn jumped in the Elimination Chamber and, like, eliminated him. And then he's like, you cost me the World Heavyweight Championship. And he's like, you want your match? You got it. But this is when, you remember this promo? He had, like, mustard on his lip or some shit when he was talking to Shawn. Yeah, no, you don't remember this? He had like mustard on his face or some shit. Yes, I swear to God he did. And
okay,
he's
whatever.
talking
Just
to
continue.
Shawn, and he says, but there's one condition. The streak, or he says, I want your career on the line. And then Shawn looks at him, he says, if I can't beat you, I have no career. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? You could go like another 20 years. What the fuck are you talking about? But that was epic at the time.
Yeah, but he's not going to get over that.
No, I get it. It was perfect. I'm not discrediting it.
Yeah, it was. It was so incredible. It was so incredible. I'm not
discrediting probably one of the best rivalries of the last 30 years.
It's like, see, they should do something like that with Cody and Roman. Like, because the Shawn Undertaker thing, like, that whole arc didn't really start for Shawn until SummerSlam. That's when Shawn, like, just revealed that, like, that's what's been eating away at him. And then, like you just saw Shawn unravel more and more as time went on.
And then you see him in the Royal Rumble when he did he eliminate Triple H?
Oh, yes. It was such a good moment.
Yeah, he eliminated Triple H, and he's like, the fuck, dude? He's like looking at him, and then Shawn gets eliminated by Chris Jericho, I think. He's like on the ropes.
No, Shawn gets eliminated by Batista.
Is it Batista?
Yeah, Batista like just repeatedly hits his arms until he can't get the ropes anymore.
The cartoon fall where he's like grabbing at the ropes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just like he gets up, like hands over his face, just angered at himself, angered at the world, and like he switching music. So I don't know how many fucking referees.
That man just was spamming the super kick before it was spammed.
Dude, he always. Dude, do you remember like in the best, like in the DX
when he super
DVD
kicked
set
the
thing?
fucking little girl.
I just remember him, Triple H, like walking backstage, and Shawn's like, I don't remember what they were talking about, but Shawn's like, "What? You don't think you don't think I'm surprising or whatever the fuck?" And then he just super kicks whoever's around the corner.
It's some dude in his paper.
And Triple H just like he just looks at Shawn and he looks down. He's like, "Shawn, what did you just do?"
Oh man, they are the.
Is he gonna be okay?
And then the little girl who's like, I want a hamburger!
Yes! Oh, we're talking about different things. I was talking about... Yes, I was talking about the 06 fucking era. Yeah. And you were talking about... To be fair, yours had to do with the fucking storyline I was talking about. But
the little girl's like,
oh, God.
Shawn's like...
Yeah, that's when he's working as a chef, right?
Your hamburger. Yes. Just hold a second. And then he's like, come on, Shawn, come back. And then Shawn's like, all right. And then the little girl, he looks at her and it's just, bam, super kick. But you don't see him actually kick the little girl, sadly.
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know, with Cody, it's like, where does he go after Brock? Like, Brock, first of all, the rivalry between those two doesn't even make much sense. But we'll get to, we'll get to that when we talk about that match a little bit. Let's just finish the Undertaker versus Edge. So I love this because there's, like, I miss these classic Hell in a Cell spots. I feel like they brought it back like more recently whenever they have Hell in a Cell matches, but like it was gone for a little bit where they like actually exited the cell. Like they never broke out of the cell, and I missed that. And this was like maybe the last match to really do it for a while, because this was like very beginning of PG era. So I'm glad they still pushed it there.
But yeah,
there's a moment where Undertaker spears. Also, when I was about to say Undertaker spears Edge spears Undertaker through the cell. That looks so painful to me. Well, I don't know why. I was like, is Undertaker? It looked like Undertaker's arm was about to get ripped apart.
Did you not? He cut his whole fucking forearm open. Not open, but like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Forearm is sitting there. Like every time he starts flexing, you just see the blood running down his hand, and it's like.
Yeah, like it terrified me when it happened. Like this was a pay-per-view I actually watched live. So this is another, because I wanted to see this match so bad. My grandpa paid for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, for 8-year-old me to watch.
Yeah.
Just so I can see The Undertaker destroy Edge. But, I mean, to be fair, Edge also destroyed The Undertaker.
They had a hell of a match. Let's just give a quick shout-out and flip off the ECW announce table, because fuck that announce table. I don't think it's ever made it through a single pay-per-view without getting destroyed. The Spanish...
That's what it's there for. They're for hardcore wrestling.
The Spanish announce table seems to... it makes it here and there. The ECW one? No. I don't think it ever makes it.
Probably not. Not through a whole PLE. Or as they were at this time, pay-per-views. Yeah,
when Edge got that TV camera and started hitting Undertaker, I was like, damn! Like...
Oh yeah, dude, I know you didn't watch during this time, but this is like after I first started watching. Do you know of the whole storyline? Have you seen just like highlights from it and shit where Edge, after he was injured in 2007 and had to give up the world title?
Yes, that's how...
First of all, The Undertaker was injured. They were both injured at the same time for a minute. Undertaker returned at Unforgiven, had a thing going on with Mark Henry. Then he was in the world title picture with Batista, because SmackDown did not have fucking anyone at this time. They were all fucking injured. So once they got The Undertaker back, they were like, oh my god, a guy that can actually put on a fucking good match. We can have him feud with our champion. Thank God.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, Edge got healthy. Survivor Series of 2007, inside a Hell in a Cell match, Edge returned. He was under the ring, stole a fucking camera, and whacked the Undertaker in the fucking skull with it, and cost him. Yeah. Yeah, he laid both of them out, and he, like, rolled Batista onto Undertaker. Like, I don't know what the fuck Edge's personal vendetta with the Undertaker was.
Fuck the Undertaker, man. That's what Edge was saying.
Literally, he's like, fuck this supernatural shit. I was part of the Brood, and I know there's nothing good to come from this.
No joke. Man, when Taker got up on the steps and was going for the tombstone, and then Edge countered that shit, that was fucking... I really thought Undertaker was about to hit that tombstone off them steps. I was like, Undertaker's going for the kill?
I would have fucking paralyzed Edge.
And then Edge going for the...
That would have either paralyzed Edge or fucking killed the Undertaker's knees, one or the other.
Edge going up for old school, to be a fucking dick. And then Undertaker hits the ropes and he caused the Edge to just fly to the table.
Yeah. Dude, how careful did they have to be where they were, like, landing in the ring, though, in some of these spots to, like, not break it through?
They were these guys are awesome. And then Undertaker picks up the fucking camera. And then what did he say when he picked up that fucking camera?
I didn't hear what any of them said during the match. I only heard
Undertaker said something. He picked up the camera and said something.
Rest in peace?
I think he said, like, payback or something like that. And then he fucking cracked Edge with it. And then Edge hit a fucking concerto. Or no, Taker hits the concerto on Edge.
Yeah, I was about to say Undertaker hit a concerto, bro.
First time
I had forgotten that spot. I think
that's like the first time Undertaker's ever fucking picked up a chair. Good God. No, I mean, I know that's not true, but I mean, fuck you, like, unless you go back to, like, Ministry days of the Undertaker or American Badass Undertaker, this Undertaker, like, rarely fucking used chairs, did he not?
I mean, he used chairs a decent bit.
Did?
Yeah, he used chairs in the, like, rivalry against Batista. He used chairs against the rivalry with Mr. Kennedy.
I genuinely, honestly believed he, like, did. I thought he was a pacifist. I thought he didn't believe in chair violence.
I mean, he was not usually the one that brought it into the match, but when someone else brought it in, he was using that shit.
The first thing he threw when he returned in 2009 was the chair. Then he flipped the table and the ladder. So I think, if Undertaker was putting a TLC match, he just wanted a TL match, not a TLC. He didn't like the chair. That's what I thought.
From the story you said earlier about the Jeff Hardy match, I thought he didn't like ladders.
Okay, he just wants an L match, a T match.
A tables match?
He just wants a T.
Also, do you also literally the year after this at the first ever TLC pay-per-view, Undertaker and Batista have a chairs match.
Oh man, that's terrible. Apparently. Oh.
And okay, so Batista wins that match, right? But after Teddy Long, like, had fucked the Undertaker over and everything, the reason Batista won the match is because he low-blowed Undertaker, like, behind the rest back or whatever.
Yeah, sure would hate.
And only chairs are legal, okay?
What? That's so stupid. I was gonna say I sure would hate for Batista to cheat in a fucking no disqualification match.
That's what I'm saying. It was stupid because Batista did not need the false win. Like, just have Undertaker win fucking clean. He's the Undertaker. As for this match, it was better than that chairs match, and God, this match.
That's why it's both of our number ones.
Do you want to talk about the end spot before we, I guess, wrap up the ranking?
Yeah. The end spot was fucking Edge gets fucked, basically. Undertaker picks his ass up. He picked him up on the fucking ropes, did he not?
It was off a ladder, wasn't it?
2 ladders, that's right.
The item that Undertaker does not like.
Yeah, he climbed up them ladders, picked Edge up, and then threw his ass through the ring, and then he
chokeslammed him through the ring. And then
he said, like, burn in hell or something like that, and then he fucking lit the ring on fire.
He literally sent him to fucking hell.
I was like, good God, fuck, man. Undertaker just killed that man.
Dude, I love that, though. Like, I loved how theatrical they were with The Undertaker at times.
I mean, he deserved it, but, I mean, fuck. Why
yeah, exactly. God, it was amazing. And it's like, it never worked as well with Kane as it did with The Undertaker. Like, Undertaker just handled his character way better. Like, I think Kane was okay, but I think Undertaker just carried himself better and, like, kept himself interesting.
Well, Kane's whole, like...
Also, I think WWE kind of fucked Kane a couple times. Like, Kane should have never unmasked, I don't think. I think he would have been so much better if he didn't.
Yeah. I think it would have been funnier if, like, you know, maybe masked Kane disappeared for a while and you have a guy who comes out who just is Kane, basically. But it's just, you know...
See, like, maybe, like, when they did that whole fucking fake Kane thing, they shouldn't have gone that route. Or maybe they should have, but vice versa. Like, masked Kane was the real fucking Kane. Yeah, because they eventually brought back fucking Fruit Loop roll-up mask Kane, and that's how he retired, is wearing the Fruit roll-up mask. It just looks like a fucking Fruit roll-up, bro.
I thought he retired.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did. Well,
he came back from that Brothers in Destruction versus DX match.
Yeah, and he was, like, in the Royal Rumble, like, not that long ago, and he was Demon Kane again, so I don't fucking know.
I guess they just bring back whatever give. I think he officially retired as Corporate Kane, though.
That's right.
I didn't like Corporate Kane. I thought Corporate Kane was just kind of annoying.
Yeah,
I do like the kind of change to the character, but at the same time, it was just kind of like, you went from being the devil's favorite demon to just Triple H's underling? What? How does that even fucking make sense?
Yeah, it was like... Dude, it was like, what, Randy Orton was like Triple H's underling, and Kane was fucking Randy Orton's underling. He was like third in line.
Well, I think Kane was just their underling, and Randy Orton was just Triple H's right-hand man. And then Seth Rollins was his,
that's fair.
His, like, protege, I guess, is what you would call Seth.
Yeah, prodigy, his prodigy.
And that's when Seth started using the fucking pedigree and not the curb stomp as much.
Yeah, I'm glad that the curb stomp came back, though.
Well, that's our stuff.
Okay, speaking of Seth Rollins...
Well, here, wait 1 second. Let's go through what our rankings were one more time. So I'll go first, you go, and then you tell us what Dave Meltzer thought. So, for my honorable mentions, I had Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. And then I had John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. My top 5 matches were Sasha versus Charlotte for the WWE Women's title, Jeff Hardy versus CM Punk for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a TLC match. Then I had Mr. Perfect versus Bret Hart for the Intercontinental Championship. Then I had the Hardys and Lita versus Edge and Christian versus the Dudleys and the first ever TLC match for the WWF Tag Team titles. Then, number 1, I had The Undertaker versus Edge inside Hell in a Cell.
You know, literally the only thing we had that was that different was Cena versus Lesnar. It's kind of crazy. At number 7, I had Hulk Hogan versus Shawn Michaels. 6, Charlotte Flair versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. Number 5 was CM Punk versus Jeff Hardy for the World Heavyweight Championship TLC match. Bret Hart versus Mr. Perfect IC title at 4. TLC 1 was my number 3. Cena Lesnar was my 2. And Taker versus Edge inside Hell in a Cell was my number 1. And Dave Meltzer, his number 7 would be Charlotte versus Sasha. His number 6 would be Hogan versus Shawn. 5, Hart versus Perfect. And, 4 and 3 would be a tie between Hardy versus Punk and Cena versus Lesnar. And 2 and 1, a tie between TLC 1 and Taker versus Edge.
Those are our rankings of those matches in particular. Let us know. What are your rankings for those in particular matches? If you want to throw other matches in there, then go ahead and fuck everything up, please. Thank you. If you know a really good SummerSlam match that you think we should both watch, you should let us know. But we're not done talking about SummerSlam. No. We're not done at all talking about SummerSlam. We have the biggest party of the summer this Saturday, live from Motor City in Detroit, Michigan. We have SummerSlam 2023. And we have predictions for SummerSlam 2023. So, are you ready?
Oh, boy. No, I said, are you ready? Dude, I swear that happens like almost every week.
Oh.
Thank you, Triple H. You're always in my heart.
All right, so let's kind of run through these, because I mean, there's only like 3 probably that, 4 maybe that really have to be talked about. The battle. I think it's the Slim Jim Battle Royal, I want to say.
Yeah, so do you know anyone that's been announced for this? I know 2 people.
What are the 2 people you know?
LA Knight and Sheamus.
I knew LA Knight was in it. That's going to be the clear-cut winner. They are going to try to keep his momentum, I feel like, but I don't think they're going to, I don't see how he loses that. That's basically what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you. Especially since he's one of the only people I know that's actually in the match. Unless there's some kind of surprise return or some shit, then I don't see why it would be anyone that they didn't announce that wins.
Yeah. No. LA Knight will be the clear-cut winner, I'm pretty sure, for that. Then we'll move on to... we don't know if this is the order. I hope this is the order that the fucking pay-per-view goes in. Ronda Rousey versus Shayna Bazler.
Okay, so I think it's rumored that this might be Ronda's last match.
I'm pretty sure. I would go to say yes. So it probably will be.
I don't see any reason Shayna should lose this. So if she loses, it's gonna be stupid.
Yeah, I agree. Shayna should come out on top. It would help her character. I feel like Rousey's cool enough to help build Shayna up on her way out. Logan Paul versus Ricochet.
I think Logan's gonna win here. I think it's just he hasn't won a match in a while.
He hasn't ever won a match.
I'm
pretty sure he's 0-4.
He's only wrestled 4 matches.
He's 0-4, 0-3, something like that. 0-5.
Wait, why the fuck did he get a title shot against Roman Reigns if he didn't even he didn't wrestle any matches on SmackDown at all?
All I know is who did I listen to? Whatever wrestler was the most recent on his podcast, and they were making fun of him because he hadn't won.
Okay, well he's gonna win at SummerSlam, so there you go.
I think it's gonna be a Bad Bunny situation where they'll have Logan come out for the win, and they'll look at Ricochet's performance, and that will probably catapult him into the main event scene, or upper mid card at least.
Yeah, I hope so. I think Ricochet deserves it.
Yeah, I do too. But I think Logan Paul will win this one. Okay,
so I think we should skip the next one on the list and go to the Intercontinental title, because I think that one's going to be a little later.
All right, so that will be Drew McIntyre versus Gunther.
Yeah, so dude, Gunther's so close to breaking the record, so I want to pick him, but I really don't see what good it does Drew to just go into this match and lose.
Yeah, I don't.
Why just put him in this match to lose?
Make this he's already lost. Return just to fucking lose again.
Exactly. He could be doing countless other things. He doesn't have to be the guy to go against Gunther. Gunther's already beaten him in this run, so beating him again isn't going to prove anything further from Gunther either. So I think it hurts McIntyre more than it would hurt Gunther for the loss. So I'm gonna hope that they do the right thing here and just put McIntyre over. Or, I think McIntyre is going to win even if he doesn't win the title. If they want to continue Gunther's reign a little more, I think they can. McIntyre wins by countout or DQ or some shit, but...
I don't know why I believe this. I think the man that is going to dethrone Gunther is going to be Chad Gable. So I think McIntyre wins the match, but I think Gunther's, like you said, somehow retains. I don't know if Imperium will jump in and, get him disqualified. Maybe maybe Drew takes him to the limit.
Yeah, because like he's not been pinned or submitted on the main roster, right? So like once they see that that's going to happen, they're probably going to interfere.
And literally his first loss would have been against Chad Gable. Did you see that 5 minute? He said he couldn't last 5 minutes in the ring with him, and Chad lasted 5 minutes in the ring, and it was like, ladies and gentlemen, your winner by time expiring, Chad. And then Gunther's like, no, add more time. And then he ended up winning.
That really happened?
Do what?
That happened?
That happened? Yeah, that happened on Raw the other day.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I'll try to find.
I mean, Chad Gable's good. He's so really
good. Yeah. No, he's a modern day Kurt Angle. He's not a Perk Angle, but he's a Kurt Angle. Perk Angle was peak, man.
Okay, so
you want to go down or you want to go up?
I don't. Okay, I guess we can do I guess we can do the women's match, and then we'll do the three bigs.
So
the three
for the WWE Universal Women's Championship ? I think that's what it is called now. We will have Asuka versus Bianca Belair versus Charlotte Flair. Who do you think wins and why?
Okay, so I think that Asuka wins, but Io Sky.
You think Io Sky cashes in?
I feel like they've been teasing it way too much for her not to fucking cash in. And I feel like they've been more interested in that, like, with Asuka, that they've been, like, Bianca and Charlotte have, like, just been
going on, and then they just threw Asuka
yes,
in
exactly.
The rivalry.
Is that they're just there, like, they're just there to be there because that's where the title is, basically. And Asuka's over here, like, feuding with fucking, what are they? Damage Control. And I don't know what's happened. It's like, these two storylines are not really working that well together, so they need to separate quick. And I don't know if the quickest way to do that is to have Io Sky just cash in and win.
I don't know.
Or not. Like, I want Asuka to have a longer reign, but I don't know. I kind of feel like Io might do it.
I believe that Asuka will retain, and I think that Charlotte and Bianca are big enough names, big enough draws that no matter what the next pay-per-view is going to be, I don't know if they fucking do Raw and SmackDown exclusives or not, but I think Charlotte and Bianca will have their own little rivalry, and they'll probably be like the main event or some shit like that to like settle whatever the fuck they got going on. But yeah, no, you're right. Those two rivalries intertwining, mixing, it's not good. Like, it's just kind of confusing more than anything. Also, the fact that Rhea Ripley doesn't have a match on this card's a little silly.
Yeah, the fact she doesn't have a match is pretty ridiculous. She defended the title. I know she's defended it a couple times on Raw. Has she defended it against anyone that's not Natalya?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because she defended it against Natalya at Night of Champions, and she defended it against Natalya on an episode of Raw. Yeah, and that like
episode of Raw, they like fucking cooked. They did great, and apparently the Night of Champions match was just meh.
Yeah, it was just like 2 minutes long. Like,
I've seen a lot of people saying like they love Rhea as champion, but there's been zero credible threats. Well, maybe that's what they're doing with Shayna Baszler. Maybe they're going to build her up to be like.
I mean, Raquel is a credible threat. That's why I don't understand why that match isn't happening. If it's not happening.
Raquel is actually, like, injured or some shit. Or maybe they're saving it. Because if you look at it...
Saving it for what, though? This is SummerSlam, dog!
Survivor Series, who knows?
I don't know. Hopefully Survivor Series is good this year.
Well, last year was good. It was like Survivor Series Battleground.
I was about to say, I think people said it was... I did watch the... Bloodlines War Games match, but I don't think I watched any of the other matches.
Yeah. We both
have Asuka.
With Io Sky cash in, probably.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I think she probably will. Yeah. If she doesn't, then I don't know when she will.
Let's move on to the non-title match out of the big three.
Yeah.
Cody versus Brock.
Brock! Lesnar versus Cody Rhodes.
Oh, is that your pick? Because that's mine.
Cody Rhodes is my pick.
Yeah, he's just not going to fucking lose a match until, Roman's the only...
He lost at Night of
Who did
Champions,
he
though.
face at Night of Champions?
He lost to Brock at Night of Champions.
He did? I thought he pinned him.
That's why they're having a third match.
Well, okay, Cody wins. Oh, yeah, he has,
Yeah, I agree. But because it makes no sense for Brock to win this rivalry. He does not need
Brock's,
it whatsoever.
Trying to retire, but they're like, will you come back, please? Pretty please, Mr. Lesnar.
Dude, yeah, I'm starting to feel weird seeing Brock Lesnar this long without a fucking championship.
No joke.
Like, why is Brock still here if he's not a fucking champion?
Put him on fucking SmackDown and make him take the U.S. title from Austin Theory. Fuck.
Brock Lesnar just walking around with the U.S.
Dude, I mean,
title.
fuck. When was the last time you seen Austin Theory defend that fucking thing?
Or, dude, I mean, honestly, if you really wanted to, have him be the one to beat Gunther.
Brock?
Yeah. And then, have Gunther break the record, have Brock fucking win the Intercontinental title from him, and had them feud into Mania, and Brock drops the title back at, fucking, Mania.
That would be so weird.
And then, Gunther doesn't even have to have that long of a reign. Because Gunther needs to be in the fucking world title picture.
That would be so weird to have Brock Lesnar with the fucking
But you don't think the U.S. title would be weird?
No, I think it would be more funny than weird because, the U.S. title has, no prestige to it like the IC title has. And so it'd just be like, Brock's got the U.S. title. What the fuck? But it's like he has the Intercontinental title and it's like, that don't feel right. It'd be like Brock.
Yeah,
you know what they should do? They should bring back another 24/7 championship and just have somebody like Brock Lesnar win it. He's so fucking funny.
Because no one would ever fucking challenge him.
And then it's just there's little segments on Raw. They could film 40 of them at one go. But have little segments on Raw where one of these bottom feeders trying to come up to Brock Lesnar and he just F5s them on a car or in a coffee shop or in a steakhouse or something like that.
Yeah, it'll be like on the Best of SmackDown. I don't know how many times we mentioned the Best of fucking SmackDown. But the store, the grocery fucking store thing with Stone Cold and Booker T. But it's Brock Lesnar F5ing someone onto a cash register. Fucking conveyor.
Yeah, that would be comedy gold. WWE, hire us. We can write you some funny fucking shit.
Brock Lesnar just F5 someone into the frozen goods section of a supermarket.
Yeah, and then he fucking then he just randomly shows up one day on Raw or SmackDown or something, and he's just he just takes the 24/7 title off and he just points at whoever the world champion is. And he's just I want you. He just lays it down and then 30 people run out from down the ramp and goes to pick it up and then he picks it up and then they all just turn around and start running the other way. That'd be so fucking funny. They missed the fucking golden opportunity with the 24/7 title to do that shit.
The R2 thing wasn't bad.
Yeah, 54-time I-95 Southeast Northwest 7-Eleven fucking champion. Yeah,
dude. Oh my god. Alicia Fox fucking pinning in the middle of the fucking Royal Rumble match is one of the funniest things I'll ever see in life.
Patterson won the goddamn 24/7 title.
Oh my god. Okay. Seth versus Finn though? We've already talked about this match a little, this rivalry
really
at least.
Know. This is the only match that I'm just I have no idea.
Have we picked all the same so far, haven't we?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know either, but I'm just gonna, because this has been the theme for me this episode, I'm just gonna go with what makes sense to me, and it's Finn. Yeah, because 7 years ago, dude. 7 years. The timing has worked out too good for you not to pass this up.
Damn. I was gonna pick Seth until you kind of said that. Fuck. I guess I'm with you. I guess I'll pick
And also, since do you know Dominic fucking is like the
North
NXT
American champion,
whatever
yeah.
champion? Yeah. So literally, Finn Balor is the only member of the Judgment Day without, because Damian Priest is Money in the Bank, Rhea's world champion, and Dominic is NXT.
What if
Finn Balor
loses,
don't got nothing?
Okay, if Finn loses and then they kick him out of Judgment Day and beat him up, and then he challenges Damian Priest for the Money in the Bank champion or the Money in the Bank contract, and then he beats Damian Priest, and then the same night that he won the Money in the Bank contract, he goes and cashes in on Seth Rollins and wins.
I would prefer him to win.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be fucking funny?
I don't know. I want Priest to be champ. I want Priest to
All right,
be
that's
champ,
it.
though.
Add a third.
Like, I don't want him to lose Money in the Bank.
Fuck.
Just bring back one of the ones you fucking had, that Roman had, that you made one belt.
Yeah, Roman 3 belts. He still carries around 2 for some reason. He only needs 1.
He does?
Paul Heyman carries around the Universal and the WWE Championship still.
Oh, so he's still Roman 3 belts.
Yeah, he's still Roman 3 belts. Yeah.
That's sweet.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's kind of silly, but also it's kind of badass.
Yeah, I think it's fucking cool.
Like, even though it's technically the same belt because those 2 belts are just that belt, it's still like, look at all my belts. I'm the tribal chief, motherfucker.
Yeah. Okay, so we both picked Finn. All right, now we move on to the main event. I think I know.
Oh, so you do pick Finn.
And this is where we'll differ.
Okay.
Who's winning? Yes.
Is it? Roman.
Wow, I really thought you were going to pick Jey.
No, I don't. As much as I wanted, I don't think they're going to pull the trigger. Yeah, I don't see Roman losing it before Mania. I just don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is your winner and new WWE Universal Champion, Jeff Hardy! Oh my god, he came back. Holy shit. Thought I was going to say Jey Uso. That's my pick, Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy is going to win. He's going to be the one. So after this, because you know that this match is not only for the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship, it's also for the title.
Yes, Jeff Hardy will be the
Jeff Hardy is going to be the fucking tribal chief after SummerSlam 2023.
He's just going to roll up.
And also, I do think, like, there's been rumors of the fucking Rock, like, with this Bloodline storyline shit for the past 2 years. Like, if he's going to get involved, I think, like, SummerSlam makes more sense than any time has.
For fucking Rikishi to show up.
I wish Rikishi would show up.
Man, I've been waiting for him. I
love Rikishi, bro.
But he ain't shown up yet. I feel like he might show up this time. Ooh. Yeah.
SummerSlam?
I feel like, what if he shows up and starts and acts like he's going to help Jey, but he actually cost Jey the title? Ooh.
Oh.
That'd be a twist to the story.
That'd be heartbreaking, and it would work.
Oh, yeah. That's what you want with the Bloodline story. And then that causes Solo to turn on Roman. And then you can fucking do Solo versus Roman till Mania.
That I would like. I am ready to see Solo turn.
Yeah. Well, think about it.
Because, like, I want it. I'm ready for it to just be Roman versus the world before that fucking reign ends.
Yes.
It's kind of like, well, I don't know. I was going to say it's kind of like full circle, but, I mean, pretty much after he fucking won the title, the Bloodline started.
Yeah, because his, like, first, like, big opponent was pretty much Jey, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, because they just had a normal match, and then they had the Hell in a Cell match, yeah.
So, I guess that's our predictions. We'll run through them one more time.
And they're all the same, besides you have Jeff Hardy.
So we both have LA Knight, Shayna Baszler, Logan Paul, Cody Rhodes, McIntyre, but Gunther somehow retains. We both picked Finn. We both picked Asuka with Io Sky cashing in. And you picked Roman Reigns, and I picked Jeff Hardy.
Yes.
That is my official pick.
Precisely.
So it looks like I'm probably going to get one wrong. Because I'm 90% sure Jeff Hardy's still under contract with AEW. Dude, what if just randomly Jeff Hardy shows up for this battle royal? I would lose.
What if he wins the battle
I
royal?
would go fucking bananas. I would never come back on this show because I would probably die of an aneurysm. My brain would explode.
No, let's not do that part.
I mean, how the fuck would I just randomly, just as a goof, be like, "Oh, Jeff Hardy's gonna win WWE Universal Championship," and then Jeff Hardy just shows up and wins the battle royal? It's like, how the fuck would you guess that? Ooh.
I don't know, dude. How the fuck would you guess that Mickie James would show up in the Royal Rumble while still under contract with TNA as their women's champion?
That is true. So, just kind of sidebar, it's a random topic. So, I saw an interview with Jeff Hardy, and they asked Jeff Hardy if he had any plans to work with CM Punk and AEW, and he said he feels like they could renew the rivalry from 2008 or 2009. He said that there was probably still a little bit left in the tank there, and it looks like they're about to turn CM Punk heel. So,
is Jeff's doing stuff now?
I mean, he's
has he gotten more involved since because I know the last I knew he got injured. I don't even know how long ago that was. He's doing as much as everybody else is. You know, he fucking shows up okay.
You know, there's fucking 7, 8, 10, 20 shows a month. I don't fucking know how many shows AEW has. He shows up to 3 shows because they have 7,500 people on their roster.
God, yeah.
All I know is the only thing I like about AEW is the MJF and Adam Cole little storyline they got going on.
MJF is so good.
Dude, he's turning face right now. It's crazy. Yeah.
Really? That seems so
It's because
weird.
of Adam Cole, baby.
I might watch some highlights.
It's pretty good, honestly. It's the odd couple pairing where they didn't want to be. So Adam Cole challenged MJF for the AEW World Championship, and then I think Adam Cole got beat by MJF, and then they got tagged. They got put together, and they were in this tag team tournament for the tag team titles, and it went from them hating each other to MJF being like, "Man, I don't have any friends, and I'm sad." Pretty much, basically what he said. And Adam Cole was like, "No, fuck you, you're stupid, I hate you." And then he kind of turned around, and it was Adam Cole was like, "All right, I'll be your buddy," and now they're best friends, and it's pretty fucking funny. They go to the gym together. That was a good segment. But anyways, that's us talking about SummerSlam. I don't think either one of us have anything more to say. You got anything more to say?
Not until we see the Summer of the Slams.
We will be watching SummerSlam this Saturday. Tune in.
Hey, before this PLE, do you want to just rank some random pay-per-views and PLEs? I think most of these we know. A lot of these we grew up with. A lot of these have been abandoned and forgotten.
Yes, let's do it. I'm game.
Let's do it. Okay, yeah. So this is just a tier list I found, but it includes most of the at least bigger B pay-per-views over the years, and all the A tiers, all the mainstays.
Yeah.
So yeah, the default tiers
some
are
of these pay-per-views.
What is it? Just SABCD? Yeah, just SABCD. So we can't give any of these an F. But wait, one sec.
It's fine. Well,
yeah,
normally
whatever.
just about every pay-per-view has well, there's one of them that they had a show that there was almost no saving grace for.
Yeah, one sec. So, and I think the only one I notice, and I think you said the only one you noticed too that you don't know is Evolution. So I'll add add Roblo, and we'll call this one useless / don't know. So let's start with Armageddon. I think this is in alphabetical order from the looks of it. Maybe.
Well, it goes from A to W. So
yeah, there we go.
Armageddon. So that's the first one I think that we need to put in useless / I don't know.
Useless / I don't know. Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was about to say we literally did talk about this earlier because I brought up the the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Randy Orton.
Yeah. Armageddon also had one of the coolest sets that ever fucking existed.
I agree. I liked it.
I would say that's a honestly, I don't know. Have I ever watched a bad Armageddon before?
I think I've seen at least like 4 Armageddons, and I don't think any of them were that bad.
See, 3. Wasn't Triple H versus Vladimir Kozlov versus Jeff Hardy at an Armageddon for the WWE title?
The fuck? No, that was a Survivor Series match. Because that's when... you're talking about the match that Jeff didn't show up and Edge took his spot, right?
Yeah. Oh, Triple H versus Jeff Hardy for the WWE title was a...
yes,
Armageddon
2007.
match. Yes. Okay.
And, that was also the Armageddon that the Edge heads debuted, and that's the reason Edge won his triple threat match for the world title against Undertaker and Batista. It's because he had clones.
So Armageddon's an A-tier pay-per-view.
You didn't even talk about your favorite moment.
Well, obviously, one of the best moments that ever happened was Armageddon 2008, when Triple H put Edge down for the pedigree, and then, Swanton! 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 Do it, kid! Achieve your dream! And then the 1, 2, 3. One of the biggest crowd pops that I've ever heard.
So, say A for Armageddon or S for Super Armageddon?
You know what? It's S to Super Armageddon.
Super Armageddon?
Super
okay.
Armageddon. Let's go.
I'm down for... Okay, Backlash. I feel like this... Okay, I feel like this is another good, like, B-tier pay-per-view. Like, Backlash is usually, like, decent. You remember the Fatal 4-Way between Edge, John Cena, Shawn Michaels, and Randy Orton?
No.
Oh, well, it's, like, one of the best Fatal 4-Ways I've ever seen, probably. And the finish is super great. Like, everyone hits their finisher, pretty much. Shawn Michaels hits a super kick hits Sweet Chin Music on John Cena, and he falls into the pin on Edge or Orton, whichever one it was, and wins that way. I think it was Orton.
Oh, wait. I have seen that.
Yeah, it's great.
It's been a long fucking time, though. No, I'm just going exclusively off the most recent Backlash. That was an A-tier show by itself.
Hey, So Edge versus John Cena in the Last Man Standing match, that fucking Big Show chokeslam John Cena through the light was also a Backlash match, yeah.
Yeah, I did know that one.
And, the Hardy versus Matt Hardy I Quit match was that same show.
Where Jeff broke Matt's hand by jumping through the table after Matt said I quit.
Yeah. I don't think Undertaker's really had any memorable Backlash matches.
Yeah. I would say it's A-tier.
A-tier, yeah. I'll take that.
I mean, I can't really think of anything else.
Me either. I think it's a step below Armageddon. Oh, Bad Blood. Okay. This is one we probably can't speak as much on as, like, on viewing experience. I've seen some matches from Bad Blood. Like, we were talking about the Hell in a Cell match between Undertaker and Shawn Michaels. I know that...
Yeah, this was more of an Attitude Era pay-per-view.
I don't remember what kind of match it was that Triple H and Shawn had at Bad Blood one year during their feud. Like, 03 or 04?
Didn't Mick Foley have a Boiler Room match at Bad Blood? Or was that like No Mercy or something?
I'm not sure.
WrestleMania.
Boiler Room?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
No, okay, I was wrong. It was at SummerSlam 1996 versus The Undertaker is the one I'm thinking of.
So based on what I know, I say we just throw this. Do you want to throw it in the C?
Yeah. Yeah, because of the moments that we do know of.
Oh yeah.
I would say C's fair.
Sure, let's do C. Battleground.
I don't remember a single good Battleground match, if I'm being 100% honest.
There was, I think the Shield Triple Threat was at Battleground. That's like the only memorable match I even remember.
The Shield Triple Threat?
Yeah, Ambrose versus Rollins versus Roman for the WWE title. It was Battleground 2016. Dean was champ. It was like right after.
Yeah, did that really come after Money in the Bank?
Yeah, because Dean was champ. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess that match wasn't terrible. I don't remember anything else from Battleground, though.
Besides the Undertaker returning the year before to start that feud with Brock, me either.
Yeah, I don't know.
D?
I'd put it in D.
D.
I don't even remember. Was that triple threat even that good? Or was it like
I don't know. I think it was
I
okay.
don't remember. Oh yes, the
Bragging
value
rights
version. Yeah, the great value version of Survivor Series.
Exactly. I mean, John Cena and Randy Orton had an hour-long Iron Man match. There were only 2 bragging rights pay-per-views, by the way.
Yeah, that is true. I did forget about the Iron Man match. I remember enjoying the Iron Man match. Isn't that
when Randy Orton just uses the pyro? That's awesome.
I would say it's C tier because that match was good, but like
it's also bragging rights was also that pay-per-view Batista turned heel and like just threw Rey Mysterio against the barricade, like threw him like 20 feet. Yeah.
Yeah, he's screaming at Rey, "You my friend!" It's like, damn.
Yeah, exactly. Like, dude, chill out.
Oh, wasn't it because Rey Mysterio won the World Heavyweight Championship?
No, The Undertaker retained.
Oh.
It was a fatal 4-way.
It
was The Undertaker versus Batista versus Rey versus Punk. And it's basically because, like, Rey broke up a pin that would have cost Batista that match. Even though that's, like, Batista, that's the point of the match, dog.
Yeah, I don't know. That thing's like fucking C tier to me.
Or
worse.
The, like, elimination matches were alright. I remember the first year, like, DX was, like, spearheading Raw, and SmackDown was just a bunch of random people, but...
That's kind of the way it normally is.
Yeah. Capital Punishment!
Sure I remember John Laurinaitis versus John Cena.
No, wait. They had more than one of these?
What?
They had more than one Capital Punishment?
I could have swore that the People Power versus John Cena was that Capital Punishment.
I know R-Truth had a match against John Cena at the one in 2011. And was Capital Punishment... No. It was Money in the Bank that Christian won the title from Orton by DQ, right?
That was Over the Limit. Damn. Okay, that was Over the Limit.
Oh, okay.
It's just that People Power, that stupid star that he used to wear, looks like the Capital Punishment.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Well, Capital Punishment sucked, so... D?
Yeah, D. Behind Battleground for sure.
Clash of Champions. What is the difference between Clash of Champions and Night of Champions?
I think Clash of Champions is where you would have like it sounds like another Survivor Series clone.
Oh, is it like champion versus champion or whatever?
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yes, but me. I don't know how often do their names make sense though.
I don't know. I would put that in useless / don't know because I don't know anything from Clash of Champions.
Okay. I know Night of Champions. I don't know Clash though. Crown Jewel is fucking. We should put this in
dog
useless.
Yeah. Dog shit.
Cyber Sunday. Okay. I think
Cyber Sunday was a cool idea.
I agree. I think it is better than bragging rights. I don't know. Like, how do you feel about putting it above Bad Blood? Not like we don't know as much about Bad Blood, but. I don't really think Cyber Sunday ever had, like, incredible matches either. Like, it was a cool idea. The concept was great.
Wasn't Cyber Sunday, like, for rubber matches, basically? Or the middle match?
Yeah, pretty much.
And shit. Yeah. Which those matches typically weren't bad. I couldn't name a single Cyber... Well, it's also late. It's hard for me to try to rack my brain. But, I don't know. Yeah, I'd put it above Bad Blood. Why not?
So in the B?
If it makes people mad? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
No, C.
Okay. Elimination Chamber.
Ooh, that's A tier. Elimination Chamber is always so much fun.
Okay, so No Way Out is separate from Elimination Chamber. Okay. I didn't know if they were going to separate them or not since, like, Elimination Chamber basically just took No Way Out spot.
Actually, was Elimination Chamber... I'm just thinking of the Elimination Chamber matches.
Well, yeah, Elimination Chamber is the pay-per-view they have right now. They've had it since 2010, but like 2009 and before it was No Way Out. That was always the pay-per-view between the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
I think No Way Out was the better overall pay-per-view.
I agree. I think No Way Out was better quality than Elimination Chamber most times.
So I think Elimination Chamber is at least B tier because the Elimination Chamber matches do carry a good amount of weight.
But yeah, a lot of years. Some years there's some years the Elimination Chamber matches aren't even that good.
None of us, one of us know what Evolution.
We don't know what that is.
Above Crown Jewel.
Oh, true.
Yeah, fuck Crown Jewel.
Fastlane. I feel like did anything memorable ever happen at fucking Fastlane?
Didn't Batista get put through the entrance ramp at Fastlane?
That was over the limit.
Damn it! Why is everything over the limit that I remember?
I don't know, dude. You're talking about when John Cena AA'd him, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's over the limit.
Yeah, then I don't remember anything from a Fastlane.
I don't know. I think Randy Orton returned before WrestleMania 31 at Fastlane and set up his match with Seth Rollins, and that's all I remember. So I'm gonna put it above Capital Punishment, though.
Wow, you really didn't like Capital Punishment.
No, I did not.
Fatal 4-Way was stupid. Everything was a Fatal 4-Way, believe it or not, and it was just so dumb and bad.
So useless?
Yeah, basically.
Should've,
that's why they only had it 2 years, didn't they?
We'll put it above Evolution, but below Clash of Champions.
Fair enough.
Great Balls of Fire.
You know what? Fucking throw that. I just know we only know the one match from Great Balls of Fire.
Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman for the Universal Championship. Who won that match? I couldn't tell you.
Couldn't fucking tell you.
Well, I mean, I'm sure it's either Brock or Roman, but...
Since we actually know a match, I would put it just above Fastlane. But below Battleground.
Yeah, let's do it. Greatest Royal Rumble, useless.
Fuck that, yeah.
And it's going below Crown Jewel, fuck that.
Yeah, that was so dumb.
It's very dumb. Hell in a Cell, okay.
Okay, this one was, this pay-per-view was hit and miss at times.
I agree, I don't know. I think when it first started, they, 3 Hell in a Cell matches on one card is a lot. Once they, lowered that to 1 or 2, I think it was better. The format was better.
Yeah, but, you couldn't really call it Hell in a Cell then at that point.
I mean, that's true. All those matches have to have, quality and, a rivalry, though. You need a reason for it to be a Hell in a Cell match.
Yeah, you can't fucking have a Hell in a Cell match because fucking Jimmy spilled a drink on Timmy. You can't fucking have that. But that's the kind of rivalries that they would throw. I'd put it below Bragging Rights. Fuck, because there were some good Hell in a Cell matches.
I'd love Bragging Rights.
Hard. Yeah, I'd put it above Bad Blood, maybe. I don't know.
True.
In between Elimination Chamber and fucking Bad Blood, anywhere in there.
Okay, we'll just throw it here.
Yeah, that's good.
Judgment Day, okay. So, speaking of I Quit matches, the match I always remember with Judgment Day is the John Cena versus JBL I Quit match.
Yep.
That match is awesome.
Yeah.
And past that, I don't remember too much about Judgment Day.
I'm trying to think. I thought I knew a good Judgment Day match.
Was there a Chris Jericho and a Rey Mysterio match at Judgment Day? They had some good-ass matches in 09. And who did Edge? Wasn't Edge versus Jeff at Judgment Day? I know Edge versus... No, but I thought they had a match before that. Because, or did Matt... Because I thought Jeff and Matt had that I Quit match, and then, Jeff faced Edge at Judgment Day or something, and Matt, cost him the title again or some shit. I don't remember, though. I
know The Undertaker fought Kane for the vacated WWE.
I thought you were about to say, I know The Undertaker fought the Great Khali and fucking lost.
No, I wasn't gonna say
I'm pretty sure that was at Judgment Day. So fuck Judgment Day. You know what? I mean, just for that John Cena JBL match, though, it's at least going in the C tier. It's better than all these D tiers.
Alright, this may make you put it in the S tier. Did you know Brock Lesnar fought the Big Show in a stretcher match? The WWE title?
Why the fuck would that...
Oh, dude, no. Eddie Guerrero...
Are you lying?
No, I swear to God.
A stretcher match for the WWE Championship between Brock Lesnar and the fucking Big Show?
Yeah, but Eddie Guerrero and JBL had that match for the WWE Championship.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Fuck, JBL main evented this pay-per-view fucking 3 times in a row.
3?
Yeah. He main evented with Eddie. He main evented with John Cena. Then he main evented with Ray.
Oh, wow.
All for the fucking WWE and then World Heavyweight Championships.
That's crazy.
Triple H and Randy Orton had a match in 2008, a steel cage match for the WWE title. Yes, and Edge and Jeff Hardy did have a match in 2009 for the World Heavyweight Championship, which that would have been in May 17th, 2009. That would have been when, no, that wouldn't have been where CM Punk cashed in.
No, it was at Extreme Rules that CM Punk cashed in. It was the pay-per-view after.
It was the ladder match. That's right.
I'm between B and C with this. I don't care which.
I would put it below. I don't know. This should be top of C tier, but bottom B tier. Because, like I said, there's a fucking main event match between Brock Lesnar and The Big Show for the WWE Championship.
We'll put it in the C tier. And I'm pretty sure also the Great Khali defeated the Undertaker at Judgment Day.
He did. Yes, I did. I didn't want to say that.
I'm pretty sure also John Cena beat the Great Khali at Judgment Day in like 2007.
Well, that wasn't a main event. So
and Money in the Bank. Should we just go ahead and put this in the S tier?
Yeah, because that's an amazing fucking pay-per-view.
Dude, I feel like it's just kind of getting better every year right now. But then again, it kind of feels like just everything's getting better with Triple H fucking running things.
No joke. It doesn't feel stale.
Yeah, no, it's such a relief.
Oh, is that New Year's Revolution?
It is.
Oh, fuck yeah. That also had a cool set.
It did. As for memorable matches, I don't know.
Jeff Hardy had a match at New Year's Revolution.
Did he?
Probably. If I had to guess.
There was an Elimination Chamber match that... Oh, Edge cashed in.
Edge cashed in. That's right, yeah.
Well,
that's where he cashed in for the first time.
Yeah, fucking New Year's Revolution. I don't know how many years New Year's Revolution lasted, but for the time it was there, it was like... I don't know.
I
think aside from like the Edge moment, nothing that memorable ever really happened there.
Holy shit. So they had one in 2005 through 2007. And SmackDown had one in 2020.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. The signature match for it apparently was the Elimination Chamber match.
I'm between the C and D tier with this.
Yeah, it really says the most memorable thing that happened was the Edge cash in. So
okay. So we D?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, okay.
John Cena fought Umaga for the WWE title in 2007.
That's what I thought, but I think the Last Man Standing match is more memorable, and that was Royal Rumble, so.
Fair enough.
And also, I think it's kind of dumb that, I don't know why they fucking threw Umaga in that feud with Cena just to halt his momentum.
Fucking bury it.
Yeah. Like, if you're not gonna put the guy over, don't even throw him in the fucking predicament to begin with. Okay, Night of Champions. I like Night of Champions. I like this year's Night of Champions.
I like Night of Champions when the actual gimmick of the pay-per-view holds true and every championship is on the line.
So you like Night of Champions for like the first 3 years of Night of Champions?
Yes. Also, I like Night of Champions because Jeff Hardy won the World Heavyweight Championship at Night of Champions.
I like Night of Champions because
you were trying to think of a fucking Undertaker moment.
Undertaker is like, I think he's only wrestled. I don't even know if he's wrestled at Night of Champions.
Yeah, that's normally during his off time.
Yeah, because it didn't even become a thing until like he was going down to part timer, basically.
Was he like a part timer, or was he just like I'm just gonna show up here and there just because, But that, like, not part-timer, but he was always, like, there, but he just, I'm only gonna fucking just,
I think,
just ringing the gong
I think, like, main run kind of ended after, like, WrestleMania 24 against Edge, or, no, I'd say, yeah, because he feuded with him for a few more months, then the one night stand thing, he had, like, 3 months off, came back for SummerSlam, and then, like, he left for another 3 or 4 months after WrestleMania. But he was there from SummerSlam to WrestleMania, so like he didn't really become part-time until 2010.
I've done Night of Champions in like B tier.
I agree. No Mercy. Okay, so the thing I always remember about No Mercy is No Mercy 2007. So this is after John Cena got injured. So Randy Orton is made the new WWE champion by Vince McMahon, but Triple H comes out there and is like, nah, bro, he's going to have a match against me. And Triple H had just returned a month earlier, or 2 months earlier at SummerSlam. But Triple H beats Randy Orton, who was just fucking given the WWE title. So Orton has a very short title reign. But then Triple H has to have a match against Umaga, and he wins that. And then later on in the night, he has a last man standing match against Randy Orton, again for the WWE Championship.
Damn. Surprised you fucking remembered all that. Holy shit.
Yeah. So Triple H beat Randy for the title. Triple H beat Umaga. Then Triple H lost the title to Randy.
Did you know in 2001 they had Stone Cold versus Kurt Angle versus Rob Van Dam in a triple threat match for the WWF Championship?
I did not. That's crazy. I didn't know.
Did you know in 2002 Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker went one-on-one in a Hell in a Cell match for the WWE Championship in Little Rock, Arkansas?
That was at No Mercy?
Yeah.
No Mercy was in fucking Arkansas?
Apparently.
What the fuck, dog? Why couldn't we have been there?
Dude, it was 2002. We were fucking 2 years old. Actually, I would have been 1 still, because that was 2 days before my birthday.
I would have been 1 still, too, because you're like a fucking month older than me.
Yeah.
Alright, but see, pretty sick, especially from what you just said. I'm pretty sure that, like, 2000 was Stone Cold and Triple H had a no-holds-barred match that was pretty good.
They did. I'm looking at that one right now.
So, I'm up with throwing this in the A tier with Backlash. Also, 2008 was that ladder match between Chris Jericho and Shawn Michaels. That was a fucking good-ass match.
The fucking ladder match between Shawn and Chris was also a No Mercy.
Yeah. Oh, my God. The more you keep talking, the more I want to put this in S, actually.
Well, fuck. They had Triple H and Randy Orton had that last man standing. We talked about that.
I really did not know that Undertaker Lesnar fucking Hell in a Cell match was at No Mercy.
Lesnar and Taker also had a biker chain match for the WWE Championship. What's up with Lesnar being all these weird gimmick matches? What the fuck?
I mean, that one makes sense, though, because he was the American Badass at that time.
Also, they're bringing back No Mercy as an NXT pay-per-view like they did the Great American Bash.
Spoilers, I like No Mercy more than the Great American Bash.
Oh, wow. What a piece of shit.
I'm putting this in the S tier if you don't care.
Here, wait, this'll solidify it.
Shit.
Stone Cold versus The Undertaker versus Triple H in an anything goes triple threat match.
Yeah.
For the WWF Championship. Yeah, I think S tier is very deserving of No Mercy.
Also, I think Money in the Bank should be ahead of Armageddon. Do you agree?
Oh, yeah, sure. You can throw it above. As long as Armageddon is up there, I don't give a fuck.
Awesome. Sweet. Okay, No Way Out. So we already said we think this is better than the Elimination Chamber. So, first of all, No Way Out is the pay-per-view that Eddie Guerrero won his only WWE title at, right? He beat Brock?
Maybe? Man, I don't remember that. I don't remember when... I'm bad about remembering when people win their first titles, or only titles. Well,
it's Eddie, though!
Their only titles.
It was No Way Out 2004. I'm like 99% sure. But yeah, we already talked about the Edge thing. 2 Elimination Chambers in one night. Lost the WWE title. Won the World Heavyweight title. That was sick. That was awesome. It was the home to the Elimination Chamber for a couple years before they just changed the pay-per-view to Elimination Chamber.
Yeah.
So,
Kurt Angle and The Rock had a match at 2001. No Way Out for the WWE title.
No Way Out was also a Hell in a Cell match between, was it Cactus Jack and, was he Cactus Jack?
H.
Yeah, and Triple H.
And a title versus career match.
I'm down for this.
Oh, No Way Out. No Way Out hosed The Rock versus Hulk Hogan. Well, one of their matches.
I'm down to put this in the A tier.
Yeah, I think it's very deserving.
To go.
Jeff
One
Hardy
Night
was
Stand.
Also, One Night Stand, wasn't that? Isn't that the one that Jeff Hardy jumped off the truck on Umaga on?
Yes.
Yes.
This was also when the TLC match between Undertaker and Edge happened. Edge won because of a lot of interference, fucking Chavo Guerrero and the Edge heads and Luke Gallows, I'm pretty sure. Like, everyone fucking came out during that match, dude. Triple H and Randy Orton had another last man standing match, and Triple H won that one. Oh, RVD is John Cena.
John Cena. Yeah, I was just, that's funny. We both went for that. I was going to say RVD versus John Cena.
That match is iconic.
That is iconic. If Cena wins, we riot. That's the only thing I remember from that match.
What happened in 2007? I don't remember the one between 06 and 08 that well.
Dude, it was the best match ever. It was John Cena versus the Great Khali in a Falls Count.
No, it was this pay-per-view. I thought it was Judgment Day. It was this pay-per-view. No. To be fair, I think that I don't even know if I've seen the match, but I've heard people say, like, actually give John Cena props for that because it's, like, probably one of Great Khali's best matches.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Holy shit. Go Khali.
So, where do you want to put this? Like, this is the same situation as No Way Out and Elimination Chamber. Like, this just became Extreme Rules, which we're going to be talking about in a minute.
I would put it below Night of Champions, I guess.
Yeah, okay. I'm good with that. I think it's better than all these C-tier pay-per-views.
Yeah, so, fuck you. We have People Power, and we have the Batista Powerbomb through the thing for Over the Limit. So there's two moments right there that I remembered on accident that I thought were different fucking pay-per-views than what they were.
Yeah. I don't remember much aside from the John Cena and Batista I Quit match, and I know the next year John Cena and The Miz had an I Quit match. Like, it was just a place for I Quit matches for John Cena for a minute.
It was known as the I Quit match. That was like the signature match for it. They replaced Over the Limit for Battleground, by the way.
Oh, I was about to say, do you want to put this in the same tier as Battleground?
Well, it only ran from 2010 to 2011. Yeah, it was... Well, they had one in 2012. What the fuck? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, yeah, that was the 2012 one was John Cena versus John Laurinaitis. The 2011 one was John Cena versus The Miz in the I Quit match, and then, the Batista in the I Quit match. I don't know, I would fucking...
Well, Capital Punishment is up here, so I think Over the Limit is at least better than that.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, Payback. This is where Roman Reigns, our tribal chief's title reign began. So S tier, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, fuck. Put it up there.
No, fuck that.
Complaints out of me. I was about to say, I was joking, but, you know.
I don't know, I feel Payback's that's just like a mid-tier pay-per-view.
Yeah, that was, remember when John Cena had the rivalry with Ryback, and they had that 3 Stages of Hell match?
Yes, I do.
And then we had the Shield versus fucking Evolution.
Didn't CM Punk and Chris Jericho have like a match at Payback though? That was pretty good.
I think so.
Roadblock. Do you have any idea what the fuck this is?
Roadblock? No, not at all.
Useless. And I don't. What is this?
I don't even know what that is. I can't tell what that is.
What? It's Roadblock again. What the fuck?
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Oh, well, good then.
Royal Rumble S tier. Yep, it's going first place right there, baby. Starcade, isn't this?
Oh, Starcade! I thought.
Isn't this a WCW pay per view?
That was. I'm pretty sure they're fucking WrestleMania.
So
I could be wrong.
I think you might be right. I think I had like a set of Starcade matches growing up, and I think I've just seen some random ones from there. It's like wrestling's just different now than it was then, so it's not really like, you know, as fast paced, but it wasn't terrible.
Oh, okay. So here's the history of Starcade. So it was the NWA promotion, then it was a JCP promotion, then it was a WCW promotion, and then WWE brought it back from 2017 to 2019. So it was a pandemic. It was a pandemic pay-per-view.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it was literally just a pandemic pay-per-view?
For WWE, it was. Do you want to just go by what WWE did at Starcade?
We can go just by Starcade. Fuck it.
Okay, I was going to say, well, Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler had matches. Rusev and Mike Kanellis.
Okay,
The Bludgeon Brothers.
This doesn't sound that great.
Shinsuke Nakamura defeated Baron Corbin.
Okay.
How does that sound?
That sounds great.
The Usos defeated the New Day.
That sounds pretty good.
Charlotte Flair defeated Natalia by submission. Dude, yep, you automatically put this S tier.
S tier.
AJ Styles defeated Jinder Mahal.
Oh.
Escaping the cage.
Yes.
No, but realistically though, like, I don't know. I feel like
See?
Well, AJ Styles and Samoa Joe had a steel cage match. I'm sure that was pretty good in 2018. But like, if you look at it like in the WCW days, you know, Hollywood Hogan and Sting had a match, and Randy Savage and Ric Flair had a match. You know, I'm sure it was pretty good. So I'd put it like, I don't know, CB area.
I'll just put it here with Bad Blood.
Yeah, I don't know what Stomping Grounds is. So.
Me either. Perfect. Extreme Rules. Okay, finally. Something we can talk about. So, the match you always think was the SummerSlam match that Brock Lesnar destroyed John Cena. That John Cena actually wins takes place at Extreme Rules.
Yes. Yeah, I like how you fucking throw me under the bus with that, you asshole.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of stinkers at Extreme Rules.
Yeah, and they like went through the phase of where it wasn't even Extreme Rules; it was like just normal fucking rules.
Yeah, I'm 99% sure during the PG era we had an Extreme Rules pay-per-view where there was not even a no disqualifications match on the card.
Okay, so
I could be wrong, but
this sounds like another C tier. I think One Night Stand was the better version of this.
Yeah.
We'll just put it between Cyber Sunday and Hell in a Cell. SummerSlam, the show of shows. The second show of shows for WWE. Yeah, we were just talking about that. We spent about 2 hours talking about.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
would it be S tier? S for Super SummerSlam?
I believe so.
Okay. I mean, I feel like
I'm gonna. I know it's the second biggest, but I honestly look forward to the Royal Rumble and Money in the Bank more.
I would not fault you for putting it third.
Okay, fuck yeah. And Super Showdown. So, this was just like a random thing they did, right?
No idea what that is.
If this is the thing I'm thinking about, they had it like during the pandemic, and it was like, this is how they set up like Undertaker versus AJ basically. Because like Undertaker...
two of them, so...
I don't know, dude. We're just gonna put them in useless.
Yeah.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series? That's A. There was a lot of good Survivor Series matches. Remember Dolph Ziggler versus The Authority?
Oh, yes. That was just the traditional Survivor Series match, but it ended up being like Dolph Ziggler versus 4 people.
Yes, and he almost fucking won.
He did win.
Oh.
Because Sting returned. Remember?
Dolph?
Yeah, he won that match.
I thought he got pinned by Seth.
No, because Sting returned. Like, he returned before like anything happened, before the match ended.
Oh. See, I was watching a TikTok clip the other day of that match, and it cut before Sting got there, but I thought somebody got the 3 count on it.
No.
Because
because I'm pretty sure like the ref's going 1, 2, and then like the lights go out, so...
Well, fuck, I'm glad the ref can't count anymore if the lights are out.
Well, you can't see it if the shoulders are down, can you?
You could assume.
No, I did assume I never get anyone. Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, that's probably an S. That's probably an S tier paper.
I think as of now it is still an S tier, and I'm going to still give it the Big 5 appreciation, but I don't know. It's teetering. Like, Survivor Series needs to get its momentum back.
Yeah. We need a really good Survivor Series this year.
Yeah, TLC wasn't like bad while it was a thing. They had some good matches.
Yeah, we had a chairs match between Daniel Bryan, or Big Show, and Mark Henry, where Daniel Bryan cashed in.
Yeah.
And remember when Kane brought that thing of chairs down when he pulled it?
That Kane?
Was it Kane?
I don't know what you're talking about.
All the chairs were hanging, and he walked up and he pulled them. And he pulled them down on top of somebody or some shit.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. I don't remember who that was, but I know exactly what you're talking about. It might have been. I don't know. There was a chairs match between The Undertaker and Batista. There was a TLC match between DX and Chris Jericho and The Big Show. There was a tables match between Sheamus and John Cena. All those matches I just named are from the same show.
TLC had a lot of mid matches, so I mean it's like a mid pay-per-view.
I'm just gonna put it here with Hell in a Cell. Taboo Tuesday. I know very little about this.
Yeah, I apparently remembered this and you fucking didn't, which surprised me.
Yeah, I don't. Like, I know I've seen the name because of the old SmackDown versus Raw games, but I never actually really knew what it was. So, where we rating this?
I think it was just a one-time pay-per-view.
Okay, so.
Oh, no, wait. That was Taboo Tuesday 2005. Whoops. LOL. LOL. I don't know. I'm going to read the main event of 2004's.
Oh.
Randy Orton defeated Ric Flair in a steel cage match. Now what? How does your opinion feel?
It's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but Taboo Tuesday, I'm pretty sure was the pay-per-view where you get to like vote on the like stipulations and stuff like that.
Okay, so it should just be here with Cyber Sunday then.
Yeah, I think the idea of it was cool. The Bash
and the Great American Bash, both basically the same thing.
Yeah, they were both mid, from what I remember.
Yeah, definitely. Unforgiven, on the other hand. I have fond memories of Unforgiven, and I don't know why, but I know there was a TLC match between Undertaker and Edge. These are all from the same card, these three matches I'm about to name. There's that TLC match. There's a Hell in a Cell tag team match between DX, or it's a handicap match, DX versus the McMahons and the Big Show. And what was the other match? There was like another stipulation match that night, and I used to know what it was.
No idea. I am completely useless here.
I'm looking at it.
I don't really remember Unforgiven.
Okay, well, do you remember the Championship Scramble match?
Yeah, that was at Unforgiven, wasn't it?
Yes, it was 2008. They had 3 Championship Scramble matches. I think that was a unique idea, and I wish they did more of those.
Yeah, I was about to say, didn't they change the idea of the Championship Scramble and call it like a Gold Rush or something like that?
I have no idea. I don't even know what that is. Gold Rush.
It's the same thing. It's Championship Scramble where you're champion.
Oh, okay.
And then somebody else comes into the match or something like that, or whatever the fuck it, or whoever has the most pinfalls before the time limit runs out or some shit. You know what I meant.
Okay, maybe I was young and crazy. I don't think there was another stipulation match on that card. I don't know what I was thinking of.
I don't know. I feel like it's better than a mid-tier pay-per-view if they have the Championship Scramble match. Because those ideas, those concepts are just cool to me.
Yeah. Where, like, anyone has a chance. Unforgiven, so I'm down to put this... Fuck it, dude. I'm putting it in the A tier. This A tier doesn't look balanced enough. And Vengeance! Vengeance, I remember being kind of mid, but I don't know how, like, earlier Vengeance was.
Yeah, I don't know either.
I know that Undertaker, Kurt Angle, and The Rock had a triple threat match at Vengeance, I think. 2002. But look, we're just gonna fill the C tier some more. Let's
see. So, you said 2002?
Yes.
Undertaker, Kurt Angle versus The Rock in a triple threat match?
Yes!
You were right.
I knew it.
The year before... Oh, shit! The year before, it was Stone Cold versus Chris Jericho to unify the WWE and World Heavyweight Championship.
Is Vengeance 2001 the night that Chris Jericho beat the Stone Cold and The Rock in the same night?
We're about to find out.
Because if that's so, we're moving this up to B tier, baby.
Yeah. So, Jeff Hardy defeated Matt Hardy in Vengeance 2001.
Was that...
If that tells you anything.
Was that for a title or anything?
No.
Oh. Speaking of Chris Jericho, by the way, and the World Heavyweight Championship Scramble.
Yes, this is the
okay.
pay-per-view.
It's going up to the B tier.
Yep.
And
Chris Jericho beat The Rock and Stone Cold beat Kurt Angle.
You know what? Yeah, fuck it. We'll put it there. But yeah, Chris Jericho took CM Punk's spot because Randy Orton injured him earlier that night in Unforgiven, and that's literally why CM Punk lost his first world title. And Chris Jericho got beat out of him by Shawn Michaels earlier that night, but he entered the championship scramble and won the world title, which set up that amazing ladder match at No Mercy. But anyway, we're to the showcase of Immortals.
Dude.
WrestleMania!
Is it even a question?
No.
Like, there is, like, 2 bad WrestleManias, probably.
The pandemic one, and there is no other one.
WrestleMania 9.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Fuck Hulk Hogan.
It's like regarded. Yeah. It's like widely regarded as one of the worst.
Look, I don't know. Obviously, like, I like WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania, but also my favorite fucking superstar was The Undertaker, and he was fucking undefeated at that thing forever, and that's awesome. Wish he would have never lost, but he did.
Faced the guy in a bodysuit with his hair coming out of it.
Don't remind me of that.
Oh, sorry.
God, I don't want to think about the fucking Giant Gonzalez. Fucking hell. This close, this late, bro? I'm not even going to be able to go to sleep soon now.
I know, I'm sorry.
God damn it. Okay, here's our tier list, though. We actually got quite a few SG pay-per-views. Hey, we got the Big Five, what they regard as the Big Five nowadays, though. And Armageddon and a No Mercy joining them.
Yeah, I guess we kind of unfairly ranked New Year Resolution and Armageddon because we included the sets. We didn't include the sets of some of the other pay-per-views, but what I have to say to that is get a more memorable set than maybe get ranked differently.
I mean, it didn't even help New Year Revolution that much.
No, not really. Yeah, I just noticed. I was like, wait, where is it? Then I seen it in deep here. I'm like, oh, no. Yeah, okay.
Hey, that's the ranking. And, hey, man, we'll be back next time talking about SummerSlam 2023.
Yes. Will Jeff Hardy come back and win the WWE Universal World Heavyweight Championship? Tune in next week to find out.
Exactly.